And here we are. Hey, everybody. It's Friday and it's the weekend, and I am super happy that all you lovely boys and girls are here. I really am. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. This is the beginning of the weekend. So anyway, how are we all doing? Woo! I can't believe it, right? This is crazy. If you see me just a couple of seconds ago, folks, you've been here, there, and everywhere. Anyway, this is the 30th edition of London Calling. How crazy is that? 30? How on earth? I don't know how we've done it anyway, but somehow or other, I've managed to survive to 30. So how cool is that? So anyway, what a week. What a week. It's been a crazy week. Very, very up and down week, I tell you, but it's been great. I tell you, I did a fantastic, I say fantastic. I put a Lego haul out earlier on this week, folks. Honestly, I got a little bit of comedy. There's a little comedy sketch at the beginning of it, and it kind of, it's a kind of a narration that runs through it as well. And do you know what? You know when you're sort of really happy the way something turns out? I was completely, I loved it, honestly. It was fun. It was quite fun, actually. And also as well, I did it kind of differently as I normally do, because quite often I'll do like a Lego haul or something like that, and it'll be, it'll just be me on the desk saying, and I got this, and I paid this for it. Except this time, I came from behind the camera, and I kind of had the camera pretty much where you lovely boys and girls are now. Now, of course, talking of which, I've got an absolute boatload, a boatload of people out there, folks, have completely oversubscribed this week, I tell you. But anyway, they're all absolutely fantastic girls and boys, I tell you. But anyway, as always, let's say hello to everyone out there in the chat, because I tell you what, a lot of you lot have been hanging around for blooming ages. And I got to admit, I am super, super blessed to have each and every one of you here tonight. So everyone give each other a shout out and stuff like that. It's great to have each and every one of you here. It really is. We've got Raptus of Dartmoor. He's in the house. A tease is life. A tease. Fantastic having you here. Brixo Studios is giving it some large out there in the chat. He's in the back room as well, folks. We'll have him out in just a tick. Who else we got out there? The Daily Brick. What do you think of his new avatar? I love it. It looks good, doesn't it? A tease. Have you changed your avatar as well? It always seems to be a slightly different person every few weeks or so. Or is that just the same model but with a different hairstyle? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I got a haircut in the week as well, actually. What do you think of it? Looks like, actually, nice sort of short back and sides there. You know how it is, folks. Brett's Builds is out there. Brett, I was watching you a little bit earlier on, my friend. That was good on Steve Reynolds' stream. I think he was streaming earlier on this morning, or a little bit earlier on. Anyway, it was good to see you in there, my friend. And also your train sets, they're coming along really well. We've got Jean-Gabriel Sereno. I love that name, honestly. And I say that every week as well, but it flows off the tongue. It's like champagne. It is. It's like champagne for my lips. It really is, folks. Explorers. I love that name. That's a cool name. Oh, talking of names, everybody. I think I've worked out a name that I'm going to call my city. We'll come to that in a moment. We've got the lovable, the adorable, even, I'll go so far to say, Lorraine Fox. She's out there. Lorraine, welcome. So cool to have you here. I do apologise already for borrowing your husband for this evening, folks. Got Cy O'Connor in the house, folks. Got No Leg as well. No Leg, great to have you here. Honestly, this is like a family affair. Well, it is a family show after all. But I don't know about family functions. Where can we go next? Who else is out there? There's some bundles of you. Rise of the Brick. I'm loving that as well, my friend. Good to have you here. Just Build It. Boom, Just Build It. Love that. That's such a cool name as well. I love that. We've got Fazoom. That's a cool name. I like that. It's a great sound effect. Sort of thing you get when you open up a comic and you see some great looking sound effects all drawn. Anyway, talking of drawing, we've got quite a few people on tonight, folks, and one of them happens to be an artist. Oh, you're probably thinking, thank God I found a segue to get to one of my guests. I know I am, that's for sure. I've been hunting around for moments for that. Anyway, he is, he's a good guy, actually. He's a good friend. He's a London A-Fault. I love him to bits. He's a bit dotty recently. We'll be talking about that a little bit later, my friends. He is, of course, Matt Elder. How you doing, Matt?
Good. How are you going? That was a really nice segue, but then I'll throw a U-turn into it and build a Technic set tonight.
Yay! There we go. Honestly, I was just going along. I was thinking, right, at some point, I will create a hook that I can hook to someone. But it was that I was going to say, I'm just going to have a mouthful of coffee, and then it'd be boom. And it came to me like a flash of inspiration, like all you lovely people out there. Honestly, folks, I wish I could just go around and give each and every one of you, I don't know, a high five, a big hug, or something like that, or at least a social distance one, anyway. Such is the times that we live in. How you doing, Matt? Anyway, how's things in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, been quite good. Busy sort of week and everything, and just as you sort of hinted at, working on some of the dot stuff, and now just into some actual Lego, and it's just nice because I did the morning stream, and you know what it's like when you're hosting, and then it's like, right, just come along to Greg's stream. He can worry about all the hosting stuff, and I can just build.
Oh, I tell you what, folks, it was nothing like being on someone else's stream. It's a bit like, I tell you what it is, right? It's a bit like when you go around your mother-in-law's for Sunday lunch. You sort of think, I'm going to take it easy because I'm going to be cooking. I'm just going to let them get on and cook the chicken and all the roast potatoes and that. And believe me, folks, I eat too many roast potatoes, believe me. But you know, it's that sort of vibe it is. And I tell you what, that is an absolute humdinger of a Technic set that you've got going on there. That really is.
Yeah. So one of those ones which managed to pick up on Argos, and it was like some ridiculous half-price special or something. So I was like, yep, I'll have that.
Fabulous. Hey, we've got Raptors of Darthmore in the house there saying hello, Solo. We've got Tank Engine. He's in the house. Tank Engine, great to have you here, my friend. Anyway, let's get some other people in, shall we? Where should we go, Matt? I think we'll cross over the pond. I think we'll pop over to America, shall we? Let's go to a lady who's absolutely doing some wonderful streams recently, folks, and I love her to bits because she does some awesome, I mean awesome, reviews as well. I love her to bits. I really do. I love her being on this stream, and you love her loads as well. And of course, she is, of course, the lovely, the infamous, the notorious Café Con Lego. Boom.
Hello. Hopefully, I'm not in infamy.
Infamous. You are infamous to me because you are the I don't know, you are like a breath of fresh air for me, honestly, Café Con. And I watch. I kind of dip into your channel and that every so often, and I like to see how your channel grows, and your channel is growing, and I like the technical abilities of it, and you know the little things like what I do. You know, and folks, honestly, this is a great way of learning how things develop for YouTubers. You know, you stick an LED light in the background and stuff like that. We all kind of do that. Even Solo's in on the acts as well now, but I love it. I just love the way we all kind of. One, we all keep each other, we push each other, silently, of course, folks. But we all want to do a good job. We all do some great stuff. I know I've got to ask you this, right? That looks, my God. I mean, I can't even guess what that is, what you're building there. What is it?
It's the Bugatti. So it's still unfinished. And so, yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched it since the 12-hour stream.
Oh, wow. You're probably thinking now you realise why. I'm not joking, folks. I actually thought, I'm not kidding, I thought that was the Excelsior or something like that. I tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. Look at it. I take it, the bit at the front, is that the front? Is that a wheel I can see there, or a disc or some sort of brake disc?
Yeah, so these are the brakes. I actually did something wrong because the wheels, one of the gears is being slipped, so the wheels go opposite.
Oh, right, the diff. Yeah, the diff.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
don't worry. Cafe, honestly, Cafe, they're everybody, CC, everybody who does Technics, no matter how small the Technic set is, folks, and believe me, I've never even done one. I honestly, I've never done one. I have got a rally car set, which maybe I should do. But I tell you what, Cafe Con, everybody who builds a Technic set, especially one that's so professional as the one you're building now, they always do something wrong because you have to really focus, folks. You really do. But well done, though, for doing that. And I tell you what, I'm going to be asking you oodles of questions on that. So,
okay.
Honestly, it's lovely to have you here, Café Con. It really is.
Thank you.
She's a star, folks, honestly. Anyway, let's go back over to the pond. Let's come back over. Well, let's not quite go to the UK, folks. Let's kind of let's stop off, shall we? Let's stop off in the lovely, green, lush land of Ireland. This guy is a good friend of mine. He's always welcome on this channel, folks. He's quite frankly a beautiful person. He is, of course, Si O'Connor.
Hey, how's it going? You well?
I love it, mate.
I heard you talking about LED lights, so I got myself some for tonight.
Woo!
Christmas. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. Oh yeah.
They look good. They look really cool, actually. I think even Brick Hive. He's almost like my brother from another mother. He is. I think he uses ones like that for his shelving.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, they look fantastic. I'm loving it. Look at that, folks. Come on, let's go down the club and have a good time. I lost myself then. So anyway, who's out there in the chat at the moment? We've got Stud Sidious out there in the chat at the moment. It's lovely to have you here, my friend. It's Friday. Come on, let's do this. So let's get some more peeps out there, shall we, folks? I think. Okay, let's leave the shores of the land of hope and glory, and let's pop back over to America, shall we? Let's go to this guy. He comes from a city called Lexington. Or at least I think it's called Lexington. Or he might be even thinking of calling it Lexington. But anyway, folks, who cares? His name's Lex. But of course, you know him better as the Daily Brick. How you doing?
I should move to Lexington. That would be perfect.
Have you actually named your city yet?
I have not. I don't really have a city to name at the moment, but I think that's a big consideration to name it that.
I love it. I tell you what, and I've got a name. I've got a name for my city that, of all people, suggested it the other day to me. Was Doc Sampson, the wonderful Doc Sampson, mentioned the name to me. Sorry, that's the one I messaged to you the other day that you liked. So it's a play on words, folks. But anyway, I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Lex, I mean, you say you haven't got a city, but I've got to say, what you've got to your left, my friend, actually constitutes a city for most people. It really does.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Look, it's absolutely massive. Look at the size of it. That's bigger than most bedrooms in London, that is. Really. That's a cool looking brick. I tell you what, don't get me wrong, you're missing a trick here, Lex. Right, once you've built that, and I suggest this to everybody who's got that whole board set, folks, right? Register that set, right, with Airbnb. Because I tell you what, you'll get 50 quid someone renting that a day from you. I very honestly, they'll have to be short, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it's an idea. Anyway, good to have you here, Daly. Honestly, I'm on the fringe. I'm almost on the fringe of breaking into a sweat. I am tonight. It's quite warm in this room tonight. But anyway, that's America. Let's get ourselves back to the shores of the United Kingdom, shall we? We'll make it sound like a football team then. This is a young man. He is going to be building some Monkey Kids sets tonight, folks, and it's a pretty damn good set as well. So anyway, he's a lovely young man, and he goes by the name of Brixo Studios. Hello, Brixo.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hey.
Very well.
Hey,
Awesome.
Now, tell us a little bit about this set, my friend, because that is a very cool looking set.
Yeah, it's Pixie's food truck, probably like my favourite out of the Wave 1 Monkey Kid sets. And really excited, it's my first Monkey Kid set, so I'm excited to go jump into it. Pretty awesome. Yeah, especially that big pig at the top, that is really cool. So,
That is cool. That is a cool looking pig. I've got to say, it's very well. And the only reason I thought that as I'm saying that is because, folks, I'm not kidding you. I woke up this morning and I don't know why. I started hearing about. I was looking on Brick Clicker's channel, and I was going through some news bits and pieces. And I found out that there's potentially a new Ninjago city set coming out, a big modular. So I was like, oh. So I was under consideration to maybe get the dockside from the Ninjago, because I've got the Ninjago city set, folks, the modular for it, but I haven't got the second one that came out. And of course, if a third one comes out, well, that's going to push the price up extremely, almost out of reach kind of thing. So anyway, I kind of hunted down Ninjago docks. But anyway, let's bring in someone else. I feel like there's oh my God, you don't believe it or not, folks, there's another two people coming yet. Okay, let's make this one quick. He is, how can I put it? This man, actually, up until recently, I learned this man used to be a chef. Well, anyway, his food couldn't be that good because he's very slim. That's all I can say. He could have eaten all the profits, that's for sure. Anyway, he's a good guy. He's got a lovely heart, and if you ever see him on the M25, he's driving probably the biggest van you've ever seen in your life. He is, of course, the man of the van, Solo Brick Builder.
Hello, beautiful people. Big kisses to every one of you. How are you doing?
Do you know what? You are looking well, Solo, and I've got to say, your shirt completely blends in with the background. I've got to say, so 10 out of 10 for that, my friend.
Ooh, I thought about it.
You thought about it. I like it, honestly. Anyone think this is planned? Honestly, cool. Darren, you're looking very good. That looks like some sort of buzz thing you got going on to your left.
There's a little buzz going around here. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic, isn't it?
There you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is definitely style over substance. That is.
Yeah, that is true. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it, folks? And the set is quite good looking as well. So anyway, talking of good looking, I'm going to introduce to you, girls and boys, a Rise of the Brick, a John Gabriel Sereno, and you Raptors. The last person coming in tonight. Hello, Brixo. I just saw you pop up, my friend. Good to see you. Now, this person, honestly, folks, I admire this person from afar. And that is because, right, he not only builds stuff out of Lego, but he builds things out of wood. And my brother is a joiner by trade back in the day. And so I can appreciate the nuances and the technicality that goes behind all these things. Now, also as well, what I always find striking about this person, he kind of reminds me of Thor, he does. And I bet tucked away in his toolbox somewhere, he's got a little mini version of Molineux. He really has, honestly. And he is otherwise better known as, now I found him, folks, the WoodShopTeacher. Welcome, my friend.
Hey.
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 How you doing? Look at that.
Glad to be on for once.
Honestly, mate, it is super good to have you here. And can I just say, I've got to get it out of the way. I have got beard envy. I really have. Honestly. Steve Reynolds.
Just trying to embrace my Viking heritage.
Loving it. That's it. God. And just to get my question out of the way, do you have like a Molineux type hammer in your toolbox somewhere?
I got a nice big hammer, yeah.
That's all we need to know, folks. We'll leave it there. But anyway, let's go, folks. This is it. There's 8 of us on here tonight. Look I'm looking at the screen. I'm thinking, blimey, that looks colourful. As always, folks, got J Studios in the house. J Studios, welcome, my friend. Good to have you here. Well, there's 8 of us here, folks. I mean, God, throw questions at us left, right, and centre. Also, as well, we've got some. We'll be talking all evening about what we're going to be doing this week, what's coming up from our channels. You can as well, folks, all out there. It's all about the community. This is, folks. Don't worry about me. I'm just the guy waving my arms around continuously. I'm surprised I don't even fall off if I'm honest. But yeah, ask us some questions. What's going on in the world at the moment? What's Adidas got to do with Lego for the love of God? You know, the fashion is about us. Will we be buying Adidas Lego trainers? Will they come out with a brick that's got a soft sole? Who knows? The same. Anyway, folks, and also as well, we're going to be doing some filming this weekend, me and Solo, for 2x2, which is obviously the thing that I do with Coconut Studios and, of course, Brick Hive and stuff. That's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm just excited to be here. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I just want to sit here like this and just watch everyone. I'm quite excited by it. That's it. My work's done for the evening. I'm going to go and have some fishing or something. Or maybe even pie mash. Pie mash. That'd be nice. So anyway, I want to know what's been going on in the news this week. So, Style, shall we start with you, my friend? What's going on in the news of the world this week, my friend, as far as Lego is concerned?
Well, as we were saying about the Adidas trainers, yeah, that's pretty interesting if they do. I'd buy a pair, put them away. I'd never wear them. They're way too colourful for me. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The other thing is the new. It is the DC fandom Supergirl, which is going to be up for sweepstakes to win tomorrow. That's only available for American people to win.
American? Only for Americans, did you say?
Only for Americans. They get something this summer, you know what I mean?
So hold on. So we get all the 5 first. Yeah, that's,
I know. It's terrible. We get the 5 first, and we get the AAT and Harry Potter and. The US Army, they're coming to get us. Yeah.
Motorbike, or did someone just turn on an electric Ranger or something?
Wasn't here.
Wow.
That Supergirl looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting that because it's not a San Diego Comic Con one, but you know it's still going to be pretty rare.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, it's going to be rare, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
there's only somewhere
what do you
around.
reckon of this then? What's your thoughts on this?
What was that, Greg? I'm sorry, I had my.
What's your thoughts on this?
Oh yeah, what I was just gonna say is I think there was somewhere like 1,900 of that figure made. I think it was supposed to be for Comic-Con. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Or DC fandom, something.
Mm-hmm. I have to look into why it's US only, because I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weird. Like, do they not want to ship it globally? That doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be expensive too.
Oh.
Sure.
No, exactly. Yeah. Even I would pay for that postage. Blimey. I'd cover the cost if I won it. I'd be happy to cover the cost of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So anyway, so this is supposed to sort after set. Is there anything? Is there anything particularly special about this Supergirl? I mean, is she super after all? Tell me.
I mean, the outfit's dual molded, which is a bit rubbish for something exclusive. The hair is a bit too puffy. She looks like the perm. I'd only want her because I have all the Supergirls. I mean, there's only been 2, but I wouldn't be selling the kidney together, really. No.
All right, interesting. Okay, that is interesting. Well, I tell you what, folks, something else that's been interesting me this week in the news and in the media is all this Bespin malarkey, all this Bespin jaw malarkey. What's all that about, then? What's going on there?
Yeah.
I thought he was taking a cheeky Guinness then.
I think we all thought it was going to be released on Shop at Home worldwide. Now a lot of people are saying it's only going to be in America and Canada. I think they will release it worldwide because they released the Chinese sets a month or 2 after China, and then there was something else they released worldwide. So no, I still think it's going to come to Shop at Home.
Yeah.
I think so too, because they did that last year with the busts, didn't they? And then what they did was, because everyone in Europe was kind of moaning and complaining about it, quite rightly so. They said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll release all the instructions for it and stuff like that." Which, of course, I did download anyway. I've already got the best big one just in case they put it off. So did I ever get around to building it? Yeah, no, I couldn't be bothered. I never got around to it. So that was that. But yeah, I will be disappointed if that is the case. What about you, Solo? What do you reckon of the Bespin dual set? Because I quite like it. I've got to be honest. I want it.
Yeah, I really want it. I really, really, really want it. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it is just going to be an American Canada special. It's a Comic-Con exclusive, and obviously Comic-Con is an American thing only. So I'm not getting my hopes up too much because obviously it is on Lego.com in America and in Canada already, but not in the UK. So I'm not going to be too surprised if it doesn't get released here in the UK because there's only going to be a certain amount of them. So I'm afraid I think I'm building myself up to be disappointed. I think. Yeah. But I really want it, and I might be kissing a few butts to try and get me that set over here.
Yeah, Solo. I mean, I could always get a couple, and if you pay for shipping, I could definitely send you one.
You've got yourself a deal, my friend.
But
I didn't have to kiss too many butts, then that's all right.
I think it was Brick Clicker who said that the advent calendar isn't up on your Lego shop at home. So
No, it's
No,
not.
it is in the U.S. So he was saying that he thinks they'll both be put up at the same time, but I don't know
Right.
because I don't.
Which
We'll
the
see.
Star Wars Advent Calendar? Which one?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
which one?
Bricklicker had said. Star Wars Advent Calendar isn't on Lego Shop at Home for the UK yet.
Because I went when I was at Legoland 2 weeks ago. I picked it up at Legoland Windsor, the Star Wars
Yeah.
Advent Calendar. So
Yeah,
they're
that's-
out there.
Oh,
Last year's one.
oh, yeah, I was going to say this year's one hasn't come out yet.
Nah.
No, it comes out. No.
But apparently some people are getting them because I saw JB Brick Fanatic. He had the Harry Potter one, and I think he has the Star Wars one too.
Yeah, I think he does.
And they did. I heard. I mean, I've seen pictures of them, and this year's Star Wars one, from what I remember, because this was weeks ago, it actually looks pretty good. And
Yeah,
I
it
definitely
does. He's got
thought
some good.
it's got some good stuff in it, as it's Brixo.
Yeah, sorry to talk over you. Sorry.
That's cool. Brixo, what's your thoughts on the Advent calendar for Star Wars? Then? Do you remember? I can't remember any figures on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good figures. There's 2 new exclusive torsos, Christmas jumpers for Poe and Vader, which looks quite good. And then there's some more generic. I think there's a Rey from Episode 9, a Santa Dio or something. I think.
Oh yes, that's it. It's the Santa.
Yeah.
Santa. Oh god, there's 2 of them. There's a Santa Poe and there's a Santa Vader, isn't there? A new one.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah.
the new cool shirts
Yeah.
going on.
And then I think there's a special Gonk droid. I think. It's like a special version of him. I'm not sure.
Oh god, it's terrible, isn't it? I still got some of my Christmas figures out back there. I was collecting last year. Maybe I'll have to collect some more. Who knows? But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to get that Advent calendar.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing to review as well, folks, because it's just funny. You just open it and kind of go with the paper, and then go, oh, okay, this is it, and blah blah blah. It's quite boring to review, if I'm honest. But it was entertaining. But kind of, you kind of think, oh, how can I make this look a bit more interesting than it actually is? Especially when you get the NAF builds, there's always a couple of they've had 4 bricks that they put together, and it's like, well, they've made it. It's like, well, what's this meant to be? Jar Jar Binks head or something? It's like, I don't know idea what it is. It might as well just be a pizza thrown at a wall or something like that. It's like nothing. But hey, gotta have imagination, everyone does. But so anyway, Advent calendars. The city one, I'll probably get it. The Lego Star Wars, I'll probably get, and I suppose I'll get the Harry Potter one, and that's all of them. Is there any Lego? Have they got a Ninjago one? Do they?
No, they don't.
There's the Friends one as well.
Oh yeah, I always forget about Friends. I'm always Friends for me is a grey area in the in the Lego universe. I've got to be honest, it really is.
The Friends one is actually good this year. I don't know why, but the Friends one always has at least 2 mini dolls, and then they brought it down to 1 in the past few years, which is stupid because, okay, it's made for girls, but they want, a lot of mini dolls as well. Like, you get like 7 or 6 or 7 mini figures in an advent calendar, but the Friends ones they only put 2 in. But this year they've got little elves, and they've really done a bit more this year, so it's worth looking into.
Okay, I will endeavour to look. Actually, here's a question. I've got a question for all you lovely peeps out there in the chat. How many of you have got a friend set? Now, don't be ashamed. Let us know. I'll be interested if you've got a friend set. I personally haven't got one. I don't really dislike it that much. I just haven't got round to buying any. So who here in the panel, and you know who you are, who here has got a friend set? Who would admit to having a friend set?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got loads of parts.
He's got 3. He must have got a good deal to get 3 of them. So what about you, Café Con? Have you got any friend sets?
Yes, I do. I have a couple of the play pods because I like the stickers and the animals, and then I have the panda treehouse one from this year.
Oh, right, brilliant. Okay. Well, I tell you what, folks, I'm going to have to get one. I'm going to have to do a review on one. So maybe when there's a new wave of them coming out or something like that, I see what I could do, Sty. Maybe, right? I should do a polybag one for the old polybag series that I'm doing.
Oh yeah, do it.
Yes, do that. Yeah.
I'll pop open a friend's polybag. Anyway, I tell you what I find confusing when I talk about friends and Lego, because they're synonymous. The words friends and Lego, and I wonder how many people actually got confused by this as well. But over here, you might see it. Oh, hold on, let me just pick this up over here. There we go. There's a few Lego sets over there, believe it or not, folks, and some Star Trek stuff going on there as well. See over there, that is Friends, as in Friends, the TV series from America, from the 90s. Oh, look at that. There's my ceiling there, folks. If anyone wants to see a nice white ceiling, that's what a white ceiling looks like. Anyway, look, I look like I've got ridiculously long arms. But yeah, so that's so how many? I wonder how many people went to Argos, Debenhams, or wherever they wanted to buy their Lego and said, "Yeah, I like a Lego Friends set, please." And they come up with something completely different and bought the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. So how about you lovely people in the chat then? How many of you out there have got Lego Friends sets? And which one should I buy? If I was to buy one today, what one should I get? That's the question of the evening, folks. So just having a quick look at the chat. Sarah Starbricks, the lovely Sarah Starbricks. Good to have you here, Sarah. I was watching your stream earlier this week. It's lovely. It really was. I find it very therapeutic, your voice, Sarah. It's your dulcet tones are fantastic to listen to. They really are. Sean Gabriel Sereno says, Sarah, I'm finally finished making a working Lego Baby Ring launcher. Now, I've not got an absolute clue what you've just said, or what actually I've just said, but it sounds really good. So, Sean, let's know a little bit more about it then. Let's come down here. The Brick Cat. Hello, Brick Cat. I didn't realise you was even here. It says, got to go. Bye. Oh, good to see you, Brick Cat. Thank you for popping in. Sarah Starbricks. Lots of love for Sarah Starbricks out there, folks. Lorraine Fox, Sarah Starbrick says. She goes, I wonder if there was a place I can buy rhubarb crumble. Haha, I will definitely tell you what I think. Oh, rhubarb crumble. Now you're talking. I love a bit of rhubarb crumble. Rhubarb crumble is lovely.
No,
It's a bit of custard.
Oh. I'll pass.
Lappings of custard, folks. Lappings of custard.
Oh, lot of custard.
No.
I don't know.
God, you fussy people, my God.
You know, I was talking to my wife earlier on today about buying bread and pull it. Just didn't have a clue.
Oh, Greg. Oh,
I was like, I pulled that one right out of the old memories kit. That one. Folks.
yeah, that's an old classic pudding set. That is. Wow.
Now, I think actually, WoodShopTeacher. I think that let's shine a little bit of the limelight on your lovely self. What are you building? And more to the point, where are you actually building it? What country in Europe are you actually based? Tell us a little bit about yourself, WoodShopTeacher.
Well, I pride myself to be from the motherland of Lego. I am sitting in Denmark.
Oh, fantastic.
Although it's the exact opposite end of Denmark as to Legoland. I'm
bow to the
closer than I am to Legoland.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you what.
I just went on a shopping spree yesterday and
Oh,
came
yeah.
home with the room of requirement and a astronomy tower.
Oh yes.
He's got shit.
I already have the clock tower, and then whoops, it broke, but drop test behind here. There's 2 Hogwarts Great Hall.
Oh my God.
And those 5 sets, now I'm just building for fun, but those 5 sets are going to go together into one large cathedral on a 48 by 48 plate for my city.
48 by 48 plate, folks. Those words put together, 48 by 48. right? It's like ka-ching, 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 talking hundreds of pounds, anything like that. Honestly, take it from me. Oh, what a fantastic bunch of Lego. That's awesome. So let me get this right. Next, are you building those things as well? But are you building a set that's completely separate? It's obviously in the same theme, but it's slightly separate because everything about Harry Potter is. I got to be honest, folks. I really like it. I really do, and I'm trying my best not to collect it. I really am. But Harry Potter stuff is just so nice, and I've got to say, there's a lot of beiging Harry Potter stuff. Show us around, Lex.
Yeah. So this is, of course, the Hogwarts castle, and well, the WoodShopTeacher has some of the sets that combine to make a minifigure scale one. This is just one build, and it's micro scale, which kind of sucks, but it's still just an awesome set. And I'm collecting all of the Harry Potter minifigures, so I'm gonna have them all at some point anyway. But we'll see. I don't see myself.
He's going to take over the world with Harry Potter sets. He is. Honestly, I'm loving all this Harry Potter stuff. Look, I'm going to. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit outnumbered Harry Potter wise. I mean, I say that this guy comes from a Harry Potter set. I've got to be honest, folks. I think he's the poor man's Fred Flintstone. I keep saying it, but he really is, isn't he? He's like, he's Fred Flintstone has been on a hard night out, shall we say? Down the old public bar. Let's leave it at that, I think. But I've got to say, I've got to say one thing as well. With all those beige bricks, Daily, what do you think is out of interest? I'm only going to throw it out there. It's just kind of popping straight out of my brain, this is. But are you going to be interested in making a Big Moss Isley set out of that? Because all those beige bricks, I'm looking at them, and I know it's a Harry Potter set, folks. I can see it's Harry Potter. But my brain is telling me, my God, you could make a ginormous cantina set out of that.
Yeah, so Stud Sidious is actually making a building from Tatooine from the pieces from the set. Yeah. So
no way! Fantastic.
I don't see myself doing that. This is just such a great set that I want to keep together. But
well, you get sick of looking at it. You can always, blow it up or something. Do a drop test. Oh, I'd love to see a drop test on that.
Lex. Oh no, that would be
mad.
Think of the subscriber count for that one.
Oh my God, the views would not justify it. I can't picture an amount of views that I would say, okay, you know what, that's worth it. I will drop this set.
Oh well, I if you ever are considering it, do please let me know. I would not want to miss.
I will.
We have got wonderful Brix Toys in the house, folks. Brix Toys. Hello, mate. Good to have you here. Yes, it is a big group. I kind of slightly oversubscribed this one, but StreamYards has told me they can take it apparently, and it is the London Calling 30th edition. And like always, my friends, that are not only in the panel, I've got the wonderful people in the panel from all over the world tonight, folks. We got Ireland, we've got England, we've got America, we've got Denmark. I think that's where Lego comes from. Right there, folks. I tell you, it's incredible. It really is. So we also got out there in the Chatland as well. Is that a virtual country? I suppose it is really Chatland. That's what I'll call it anyway. Chatland. Let's have a look at Chatland. What's going on? We've got Brick Star Wars Boy 10 in the house. Hello, Brick Star Wars. Good to have you here. And we got Core YT. Core YouTube. Good to have you here, my friend. Honestly, folks, and Studio Brickton. That's a great name, Nate. Brickton. Love that. Reminds me of an old 1970s TV program. It does. Who else we got out there? Sarah Starbrick saying, "Hey, Bricks Boys, 10, welcome." So it's giving you a wave. Lots of love out there. And we've got Brixish as well. Hello, Brixish. Good to see. I was doing a good little natter with you earlier on one of the servers. It was very nice to see you here. So anyway, someone's building something out there. Who can we? Let's have a drop in, shall we? Let's drop in on Solo Brick Builder. Solo Brick Builder. You look like you're building the beginning of some sort of Technic's contraption going on there.
It's very, very Technic based. This is I mean, yeah, I think that's about as thick as it gets, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't think this is going to get any bigger, but that's so far. Yeah, if you like Technic, you're gonna like this, the night buzzard or whatever the hell they want to call it. But yeah, so far it's pretty interesting. I'm a Technic fan, so I'm loving it. But if you don't like Technic, you're gonna hate this.
Yeah, that is a thing. I've got to be honest, that is a thing. Now, talking Technic, let's have a look at Café Con Lego, because I mean, I've got to be honest, Solo. That it looks pitiful compared to what I'm seeing in Café.
Mate, I feel like I need to hang my head in shame and cry in the corner.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks like a gearbox in a car or something like that. Café Con, honestly, I look at that and I still don't. I know what it is, and I still don't know what it is.
Yeah, so I think that this is going to be the seat. Oh, let's see where the camera is. Yeah, so I think this is going to be the seat, and because the shifter is here. So that's pretty cool. And then the engine is still detached. But according to Mr. Cece, he says that the motor for the Bugattis are in the rear. So
yeah,
I think it's
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
come together like this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, let me ask you this: do you build much Technic? Do you build many Technic sets?
No. This was, I guess, like my first big Technic set, but we're hoping to get some more. Definitely the giant excavator, and then the new the hauler that just came out, and we were hoping to get the Osprey, but never came out. So
Yeah, well, it came out. Everyone nabbed it who couldn't nab it at the time. It was that was an incredible set, and but it was incredible for all the wrong reasons, I reckon. That's my opinion. It's a shame, but yeah, and fantastic, honestly. And Café Con, you have recently indulged in building one of those art sets, haven't you? Tell us a little bit about that. Okay? Tell us a little bit about that.
So let me kind of readjust the camera there.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Look, you don't just come on here for Lego, you come on here for art as well. Please, Café Con, culture us.
Yeah, so it's the Iron Man. This is the Mark 85 that I did. And yeah, it's really, really cool because it has like the new Technic bricks so that you can create the border around it. So if I move the camera to the other side where my mosaic is, I wasn't able to create any sort of border. So this one is just a lot nicer. It's a lot more of a finished, polished project. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And I tell you what, I'm loving all the sets you're building there, because what the camera's looking at now, not the mosaic, but the rather wonderful Nintendo Entertainment System, or rather my favourite part of it, the TV, the retro TV. I think personally, Café Con, I'm super interested to know what you think of it, but me personally, that for me is one of my best sets that I've built this year.
Yeah, I really do like it. I don't know necessarily. I'm trying to think. Yeah, actually, seeing it come together was really I don't know, like satisfying. I was gonna say therapeutic, but I think satisfying is more the word that I'm looking for. Yeah. Because at first, building the actual system, I couldn't really see it until I saw it, if that makes sense, as it came together. And then the controller is so realistic.
Oh, wow.
But
the controller is super realistic, actually. But I just love them. And I tell you what, I'm going to love seeing what people do with. I'd like to see like a Death Star run or something like that. Amazing.
Yeah, I think with this technology, which is very similar to Matt's Ideas project, I think there's a lot that can be done to create, these like kinetic, I guess, picture movies. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
it's
I'm
amazing.
excited, like you said, to see what Lego does with it in the future.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on, Lego. Give us some more. I'm going to make. Well, if they don't come out, I'm going to make it anyway. So unless we do some sort of Death Star trench run or something like that, or maybe put some clouds up in the sky or whatever like that. Do like a sort of Superman flying or something. You know, do all sorts of things. It's just ideas pouring out your brains. Honestly, folks, it's great. Anyway, we've got some newbies in the house, folks. We have got G-Bricks in the house. G-Bricks. You're new around here. Good to have you here, my friend. I think you're new around here. But anyway, tell us, what does the G stand for? Anyway, it stands for Greg. I'll be well impressed with that, I'll tell you. And who else we've got in the house there? We've got Core White Tea. Core White Tea. How is it going? What's your week been like, my friend? Have you built anything this week? You think you're building something? What are you going to do on September the 1st? Is anyone here in the panel going to be doing anything particular on September the 1st? Because I personally am going to stream the Razor Crest. Come rain or shine, folks, I'm going to be streaming that with Cy O'Connor. And I mean, Solo, are you going to join us for that one? Are you in on that one?
I will be in on that one. I will be. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's a Wednesday for us, so. But I really need to get some sets. So I think one way or the other, it's going to be a late one for me. So yeah, man, I'll be there.
I didn't realise it was a Wednesday. Is it a Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Sorry? It's a Tuesday. Oh, even worse. Great.
I need a heart attack then, folks. I was like, oh my God, my scheduling's all gone.
No, it's just my brain. Ignore that. Yeah, I'll be there, man. I'll be there. I need to pick up some fresh stuff.
Anyway, so I'm going to be doing the Razor Crest. I'm building the Razor Crest anyway, so I don't know what Cy can build whatever he likes. Cy, what do we all think for September 1st? Is there anything? Because I've got to say, September the 1st in the UK, folks, it's all about the Razor Crest for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think personally, the set's overpriced, but I'm going to be spending about £80 worth of VIP points. So it's for what I'm going to be paying for it, it's well and truly worth the money. It really is. But Cy, what do you reckon you'll be doing on September the 1st?
Okay, first of all, the wife is watching. Never say something's overpriced, Greg. It's very bad. So yeah, I'll get the Razor Crest. I'll be getting the Razor. Well, it turns out. Yep. I think I'll pre-order it because I don't know if this will turn up in America on time. So I think I'll pre-order mine, get it out of the way. I won't have to worry about running up to Smith's on Tuesday and getting it. So yeah. You
won't be able to. You can't get the Razor Crest in Smith Toys.
Yeah, you're right. I have to pre-order it now from
Amazon exclusive. It's an Amazon exclusive.
I'll be getting it on Amazon.
But it's a loose exclusive because obviously you can buy it at Lego.com as well. So
yeah,
I'll get a friend set.
Yeah, I was going to say because yeah, that's it. But friends, maybe I should do that. I have a friend set, so just in case something goes completely wrong, I can pull out a friend set. I'm not joking, folks. For the last 2 streams, I'll just get out. I will get around to building one. I think one day I will build a set in one of my streams. And then go, well, that was I opened the box beautifully. I haven't done nothing with it yet, though. But yeah. So yeah. So what about you, Lex? Lex in America. What are you going to do anything on September the 1st? Or because you guys in America, I mean, your sets are coming out like whenever the Lego feels like it, really.
Yeah. So I don't know about Harry Potter. It might still be coming September 1st, but I know Star Wars was pushed to release to August 24th. So we'll be getting that sooner than expected. But I have nothing to spend, so I won't be getting anything. I might redeem my VIP points for something, but I'm not sure. I really wish that I got Hogwarts Castle on a double VIP point weekend. That would have been pretty nice. But
yeah, man. But that's the time, folks, to buy a big expensive set. And what's this expensive set coming out? Diagon Alley.
Yes.
I've said the words now, folks. I've said the 2 magical, mythical words. Diagon Alley. And yeah, I've got to say, I mean, if that set looks like it's going to be horrifically expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but that I'm not going to buy that when it comes out because I'll get it on double points. You know, I mean, it's mega bucks, isn't it? Let's face it.
Well, also, Greg, have you seen the promotions that will probably be coming out on September 1st?
No.
So the Brixo did an article. I'm not sure whether it's all over the country, but they said 2 promos for Harry Potter. So if you spend over $40, you get the new polybag, the Hogwarts delivery one, and if you spend over $100, you get the Buckbeak and Hagrid Brickhead pack.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing because no, I didn't realise this, folks. But so I came out of a new video this week, a new popping polybags one, and this week was this guy. Oh, so it was such a cool little set. Look at that, folks. It's the Joker. Let me make it big. When I say let me make it big, I'm of course talking about the screen.
No one was thinking that.
You're so snuffy, Si. There we go. Look, there's the Joker there. Look, it's a meringue pie, folks. All right, forget about your rhubarb custard. Look at that. Exactly. Anyway, I'm not joking, folks. This is a brilliant set. I'm not kidding. It is quite frankly remarkable, and it's just like the Joker. And I'll tell you why this is just like the Joker, because it's unstable, right? And when you roll it along, because it's only got 2 wheels, it's completely unpredictable. Now, if I was to describe the Joker in 2 words, I would say slightly unstable and definitely unpredictable. So that is why I think this is a cool little step. But anyway, right, I'll get back to my point that I was so conscious to make, Brixo. That is that a couple of people, I always say to people, please do let me know in the comments below what sets that they would like to see me do on the polybag side of things. And a couple of the people picked up and said, "Oh, can you do Harry Potter sets?" So
Oh yeah, do it.
today.
Yeah, do it. Please
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, no,
Some of the Harry Potter polybags are good. They're really good. I've got the one from last year or something.
No, do Harry Potter. No.
No, we don't. But you love Harry Potter, you do. You've got someone that works in marketing for Harry Potter Lego, haven't you, Darren?
Yeah, so not Lego marketing. No, Warner Brothers. Harry Potter side of things. Yeah, yeah. Dear old friend of mine. Yeah, she's a lovely lass. And, yeah, she tells me stuff that I'm not supposed to know or not supposed to hear, but I definitely can't share some of that. But yeah, no, it's always good to.
Well, I hope it's about Lego anyway, but we'll leave it there, folks. I love a little bit of paranoia. So I'm really excited to do some Harry Potter stuff, and I find it really hard to say Harry Potter without going Harry Potter. I don't know what you guys think. It's just something that's been singed into my brain. It's the only way I can pronounce the word Harry Potter. But anyway, so Harry Potter. I'll be doing a polybag on him soon. What am I doing tomorrow? I'm shooting another one tomorrow. Oh, I tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. How about this for a polybag, folks? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, that one. Put that one out there. That's a cool one. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Anyway, it'll be coming up next week, folks. Where should we go, folks? Shall we go? I'll tell you where we're going to go, folks. Let's go to the land of Lego. And then I'll come back to some more questions in the chat. I saw someone earlier on said that they're looking forward to my city. I think I've come up with a name for the city, folks. And that's why I say I've come up with it. Doc Samson actually came up with the name of it. But anyway, let's go to Denmark. Let's go international, folks. The one beautiful thing, I've got to say this, folks. The one beautiful thing about being in this stream and dipping here, there, and everywhere all over the world is that you haven't got to go into quarantine after you've seen this stream. Anyway, let's catch up with the wonderful WoodShopTeacher. How are you doing, mate?
Hey. Well, just bricks all over. But I just said, and this little greenhouse from this set, I can't help but compare it, because I got the greenhouse from the, when was it, 2006 set. Look at the difference.
Oh wow!
Well, they're completely different. One looks like a bunker from the Second World War, and the other one looks like a shed that my granddad used to have. That's cool. I didn't see that coming.
And then inside, in the new one, these are the mandrakes.
I love those. They look so cool.
The old one, this is the mandrakes. Try to compare those.
They're growing.
So
That's amazing.
yeah, but then again, I like this greenhouse. But about your question about the 1st of September, I would probably be live streaming that day because I've started doing Technic Tuesday.
Oh, I'm liking that. Technic Tuesday. That's like a
Yeah.
magazine
Name.
style, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that Tuesday, Silas will be here. So I reckon he will probably want to be part of a live stream.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
And I already got planned. It will be this one coming up.
Oh, blimey, that's a retro set, isn't it?
It is early 80s.
Early 80s. My God. When most of us wasn't even around. We was a mere blip in our parents' lives, we were, folks.
26 years too early for me.
Too early for you, is it?
26 years.
The 26 years. I thought it was 16 years. God, yeah, maths
Well, I don't mind taking the position of being the grumpy old fart.
Join the club.
It did me, right? I thought every time I put the WoodShopTeacher, I'll make it bigger. I'm sure he's putting another elastic band into his beard. I'm sure he's counting something. For every hour. Look at that, folks. That is a beard, isn't it?
You just wait, Greg, because I found a really nice website called Grimfrost, which make replicas of jewelry and weapons from Viking graves, and you can actually get small skull-shaped beads to braid into the beard.
Yeah. I like it. I tell you what, do that, have some of that, and have some reggae music on in the background, and you've got yourself a good bit of vibe going on there, my friend. Very positive vibe. I'm liking that. Yeah, good going. Oh, I love that, honestly. Oh, reggae music. I could listen to that all day long. Love that.
Oh,
anyway, I've got to say, Nordic Brick Productions is in the house, folks, albeit just for a little bit. Anyway, good to have you here, my friend. It really is. Where can I go next? Who looks like they're actually building some cool stuff there? All right, Brixo Studios. Let's count. You look like you're building some little Technic bit going on there. What's going on there? What are you up
Yeah,
to?
I'm doing the bag 2, which is like sort of the frame for the truck. Bag 1 was these little bikes and stuff. Nothing too special. But yeah, it's just basically just the base of the Piggy's food truck. It really surprised me. There's 8 bags in this set.
8 bags.
Yeah, 8 bags.
I think it's a big step. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's 800 pieces, I think.
800? Blimey, no
Yeah.
wonder it's like 55 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah, it is £55. Yeah. It really surprised me, 8 bags. Yeah, I'm excited to actually get on this food truck. It's a bit bigger than I was expecting, so can't wait to see what it's done.
Oh,
And look
no,
awesome.
how many subs wide is it, Brixo?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Oh, wow. Eat your
That's
heart
it.
out, Steve.
Yeah, so quite a
Nice.
larger model.
Fantastic. Anyway, talking of speed champions, Solo, have you built any this week?
No, I am taking us to I'm taking a break from it. A very very long break from it. Yeah, no, that really put a nasty thorn in my back, that did, doing that. So but no, I will be doing more again at some point, probably next year now. Let me get over it.
21, folks. Yeah, I think you need to put more thought into your series on that one, folks. 'Cause I've never seen a man get so downtrodden because of stickers. Honestly,
Oh man.
if I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We've got some stickers going on here. I like these stickers. I think they're very cool.
There's so many stickers in this set, though, especially these big ones. They're,
Yeah, you don't mind if they're big, though. You don't mind if they're big.
Yeah.
It's a cool
there's a
set.
few small ones.
I personally, I really like the Monkey Kid Wave. I think they're vastly expensive. I think it's why Lego, why do you not bring us out like a pre-£20 set or something like that?
Yeah.
I want like a battle pack set or something like that. Well, yeah, but even then, that's the news this week, isn't it, folks? Battle packs are going to apparently be a thing of the past now. So I'm not happy about that at all. I've got to be honest. I'm really not. Now, where was I going to go to next? I haven't spoken to him for a little while. Matt.
Yo.
Matt, how are you getting on? Because you're doing Technics tonight as well. This is like a Technics Tonight show. This is, folks, isn't it? There we go. Look at that.
So it's either the front or back wheels. I can't tell because the I think it might be the back. No. Because that might be the front. So at some stage, they're probably going to obviously come together somehow. But it's just one of those things, much like what Café Con was saying earlier, just in terms of, really focusing and concentrating and just making sure all the bits which turn are meant to turn. And it's it's cool. Got a nice little...
Matt, you got some motorized stuff going on there. Tell us a bit about that.
Which, this one?
Yeah,
this is that new one of the power-up ones. So it's no longer controlled by those remote controls you used to get. It's actually done through like your phone and things, which was something which I was always hesitant with these sets because the nice thing about the Lego which I had years ago as a kid is that once you come back to it, it still works. Whereas if it's all app based, what are they going to be like down the track? But again, when it was the right price, it's like I might just take that chance. So it's the sort of thing at this stage, from what I understand, they haven't opened it up to the community. So basically, if tomorrow they stop supporting the app, nothing like these would become bricks. So they wouldn't work or do anything. I think people are getting into it and trying to hack it open, but it's the sort of thing where even with some of the functions at the moment, Lego haven't even provided instructions or definitions on what they do, and their cop out has been, we like people to explore what you can do with it. And so you look at you look at some of the forums and things like that where some hardcore people are really into it, and they're sort of like, none of this makes any sense. And it's sort of like, talking to the Lego people, it's like, can you actually explain what this part of it does? And even then, they don't give solid answers. So it's always one of those risks with these apps and things which control all the Lego and that. So, and obviously it's taken to a new extent with the Super Mario stuff, which people are like, oh, you don't need the app. And when we first cracked it open, before you could do anything, it had to do a firmware update, and you had to have the app. So, not personal experience is a little bit different on that front. But it'll be cool to see how this comes out.
Yeah, I think it looks amazing. I mean, this is the thing, folks, with Technics. I mean, I know what I'm looking at. That, folks, back in my old engineering days, they called that a McPherson strut. And if you don't believe me, Google it. But honestly, like Matt says, I mean, you build something in Technics. And Matt is one of the most technically Lego-fied people that I know. Now, you've got someone with Matt's ability that doesn't know if it's the back or the front. Technics is highly technical, folks. It's like you don't know you're watching from your elbow, Matt, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Anyway, I'm friendly, folks. Just about. I'm on the epiphany of going in a different tangent. Anyway, we've got someone new in the house, a new avatar who goes by the name of Brick25. Brick25. Good to have you here. It really is. Sorry, I was sounding like a machine gun then for a little bit, but good to have you here. And also, folks, we've got Lego Fan UK's in the house, and I think I managed to just spot the wee Gallifreyo bricks. Hey, Gallifreyo bricks. Good to see you, mate. So anyway, great to have you lovely folks here. Now, what I will say, Brick25, let me get this out of the way. Welcome to the London Calling stream. It's good to have you here. Please do check out all my friends' channels. All the details can be found in the description below. And also, as well, while you're here, Brick25, there is an absolute awesome, I mean awesome, amount of people that have got a fantastic YouTube channels in the chat as well. You've got the likes of Sarah Starbricks, Lego Fan UK, to name but a few. Honestly, please do check them out. They're good folks. And I tell you what, even ones that don't even really do Lego channels, you'll always see them in and around some great streams with other people out there, folks, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the community and all the wonderful people that are in it. Now, so here's the thing then. So names of cities, right? We were talking about Lex earlier on, potentially having one called Lexington. But I'm sure there's a place in England called Lexington.
There is.
Oh, there is there? That's cool. It's a good name. I don't know what the place is like. Hopefully it's a nice place.
It's a very nice shopping centre as well.
Is it? Whereabouts is it? Anyway, Solo?
Lexington. There's one in Bracknell, in Berkshire, and there's also a small place in Oxfordshire as well with a shopping centre called the Lexington. But the one in Reading is the one in Bracknell is really nice.
I tell you what, I've just reminded Lexington Spa. I've heard of that.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, anyway, Brick25, welcome to the channel. Young Lex over here, he's from the sunny shores of the United States of America. He is, and he's like one of my go-to men. He is for such stuff as Harry Potter. He really is. He's building the equivalent of a 2-bedroom flat from the United Kingdom. Here, the size of that, honestly, ginormous. Like I say, he should. That's proper real estate in the UK. That is, that being taken up. So yeah. Anyway, mate, it's good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. You're in good company here, and I hope you enjoy yourself. I really do. What do I want to? Oh yeah. So the name. Let's get round to this bit. So the name. So there's two names that I was thinking of calling my city. That was New London. Well, I have to think about it for myself then. Here we go. So New London. That's one of them. Then the second one I was thinking of calling it was this one, which is Lego London. Which I think they're quite cool. But my good friend Doc, the man Samson, came up with this one. So he took the word Lego and he took the word London and put them together and come out with this one, Legondon. What do we think about that then? Legondon.
Do it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sick. That is a nice name.
Yeah.
It's like Lego in London put together. I think it's pretty cool.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Very much in spirit with the name Lego.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a city. I don't know if Lego themselves get funny about it, but it's a city, so it's not like a channel's called it or anything like that. Actually, Lego Fan UK, do you ever get any bother with your name having Lego in it? But yeah, Legondon, because the funny thing is, when you look at it quickly, it looks like it spells London anyway. Do you know what I mean? Well, what do you reckon, Si? Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, and as you say, it looks like London when you look at it. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I haven't never heard any other channel call that before. And yeah, it's pretty neat and sweet.
Yeah, Legondon. I like that, Legondon. It almost sounds like a gondola or something like that you get when you go to the beautiful place of Venice, folks. Honestly, if you ever get a chance to go to Venice, it's the most romantic place I've ever been to in my life. It really is. I've got some funny stories I can tell you about that place as well. But anyway, what are people saying out there? Lego London says, "Oh no, nothing." Oh, so they never say anything about you? Because I almost thought about calling my channel Lego London, but just for the name of the channel back in the day. But yeah, Lego Fan UK. That's a cool name. I think your logo, by the way, Lego Fan. That's cool. British says, "Yeah, nice name, London Bridge Bricks. That's cool. I'm glad you like it, my friend." Lego Fan UK says, "Sweet." Studio Brickton says, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Getting a few thumbs up out there, folks, which is nice. Brick Explorer says, "Looking forward to seeing Legondon." Yeah, and I tell you what, folks. So this is the thing now. A lot of my money is going into buying stuff for Legondon, and like today, I bought it's all modular stuff, folks, but I managed to get a good deal on the Ninjago docks. I think it's called Ninjago docks or Ninjago City dock.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm not kidding. I over the last 2 days or so. So I think it was earlier this week, wasn't it, Si? I think what's his name? Brick Clicker, the wonderful Brick Clicker, folks. He came out with a news thing this week and said that they believe that there's going to be a brand new, massive Ninjago modular coming out next year. I think.
Yeah, spring.
Spring, is it? Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
spring?
Brick, like I said, spring in his video.
Ah, okay. So, Si, what I did was, right, I thought to myself, well, if I've got the Ninjago City set, I haven't built it yet, folks, but it will come into Legondon, don't worry about that. And, but what I'm going to do, Si, I thought, well, if I don't get the other one for it now, by the time this one comes out, the price is going to smash through the roof. Because
True.
I'm not joking, folks, right? I was looking how much Ninjago City was going for today. That's going for around £500. £500.
Oh no,
Sheesh.
that's a set that I want.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here. I need that set. It's awesome.
Yes.
Start saving, boys. Start saving.
Yeah.
Well, Brixo, I'm not joking, mate. That is like 10 years worth of pocket money. I mean,
Yeah.
don't even bother saving up for it. Put the money into an ISA and save up for it now and buy it in a few
Yeah.
years. Don't worry about buying a house.
Yeah. I don't want to buy a house. I'll just buy more Lego.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I've got to go down the bank tomorrow. Go and see my bank manager to discuss getting a mortgage for the new Harry Potter set. Imagine the look on their face.
Yeah, that's one going to be an expensive one. So you might need a mortgage for that. You really
Yeah.
might.
I tell you what, folks, that'd make an awful good. That'd make quite a funny video, that wouldn't it? Hey, could you imagine you're doing a Zoom call with a bank manager and you're talking about, yeah, I want to get a mortgage, and they say, okay, well, where are you thinking of buying it? All right, I'm thinking of buying it in a place called Hogwarts. Oh, Hogwarts, yeah. Where's that?
Diagon Alley.
Yeah, Diagon Alley. Yeah, I want to buy a house in Diagon Alley.
Yeah. That'd be funny though to see his reaction.
Yeah. Maybe a video for the future, folks. I used to actually, no, I won't go there because that's a story for another time. That's one for the patrons. That'll be, folks. So we've got Tech Productions in the house. Tech Productions. I enjoyed watching your stream. I think it was last weekend, wasn't it? It was Sunday. Yeah, I was going to be streaming with someone, but you ended up seeing them stream CD Bricks. And then quite strangely, quite out of the blue, I found out that I won a competition. And that was with CD Bricks, actually. I got a message him saying, feel free to send it to me. But yeah, he's a good lad, isn't he, CD Bricks? I enjoyed that. He was doing some impressions of me, folks. I couldn't believe it. And but yeah, anyway, I was quite taken back. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed myself a lot. So do check out Tech Productions channel, folks. He's a really good guy, actually. I like Tech Productions, and he will very soon be on a London calling as well, folks. So watch this space for that. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Tech friend. How's things? So Tech Productions here. I was just talking to everyone about the name of my city. Potentially the name of my city. I think he's going to be the winner. I think he's going to be the one because no one else seems to have done it. Probably because no one else was foolish enough to think of it, to be honest. But I'm thinking of calling my city Legondon, which is a combination of Lego and London put in together. It is, so kind of, instead of calling it Lego London, kind of squeeze it together, and you get Legondon. So let me know what you think about that anyway. So it's all cool stuff. Got Commander Delta in the house. Commander Delta, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. So come on, who can we get chatting with someone else? Let's see what's going on here. Matt is actually going like a beaver. He is on his one. I think Solo's very quiet, folks. I think we need to disturb his moment of thinking, his thought process, and see what he's up to. What's going on, Solo? I'm liking the new angle, by the way, of actually seeing that you're building something on the stream. It's very nice.
Yeah, I thought I'd just change it so people can try and guess what I'm building because I'm actually hiding it out the way, but I did say what it was. But there you go. It's starting to look like, well, it's starting to look like nothing at the moment. You still can't recognise it. It does, doesn't it? Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I've got to go to the post office tomorrow. Yes, that reminds me because my lightsaber has arrived from Lego Brick Lithuania. So I've got to go pick that up from the post. So yeah, I'm excited to build that. Really am. So well, I'm assuming it is. I've had one of those can't be bothered to put it through the letterbox cards put in the letterbox. So yeah, so I got to go pick that up. So there's even a box outside where people can leave stuff out there. Mate, my postman, mate, he's lazy as anything. But yeah, made a bit of that. But yeah, no, it's coming along all right. This build's coming all right. I think I'm building the engines at the moment. So there you go. It's pretty nice. It's not a bad little build actually. I'm kind of enjoying it. But unfortunately, it's not particularly thick.
Are you going to show us some minifigs?
No, I'm gonna make you because I know you really like these figures. So I'm gonna wait until I finished it. I'm gonna let people hang to the end.
Yeah.
But there's a gun. There's a gun. There you go.
There's a gun. There's a gun.
A gun.
Yeah.
And there's another gun.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna be cruel.
Never be said, folks, that Solo Brick Builder is a generous person. To be said, he's a man of many talents, and building intention is one of them. I do like that Mark. That is one of my favourite guys from the Knights of Ren. I have to say, I think he's rather cool. And I did hear through the grapevine this week. I don't know if anyone else has heard this, or maybe I imagined it. I always find the two things quite odd to get together, folks. But anyway, did I imagine this, folks? But I heard through the grapevine that they're not only coming out with a Bad Batch animated series, they are also going to be coming out with a series from the Knights of Ren. What do we think about that one then?
I was talking about that on Wednesday, and it is kind of like making me now like, is the Knights of Ren actually going to be good? Are we going to actually see them be, well, instead of posing on a bleeding rock, are we actually going to see them like, let's throw down, we're going to see Kylo Ren just go absolutely berserk with the Knights of Ren.
Oh,
Come on!
they're going to be useful. Finally going to be useful.
That's what the people want to see, not like, yes, look how awesome we look, and he throws a lightsaber into a ocean. It's like, no, we need to see you slaughter a load of innocent people. That's what we want to see.
Yeah,
bring it on.
So I've been thinking for a while that I should like get a couple collections of figures, like for example, all of the Knights of Ren, and then sell them as a lot on eBay. And so if that's a set that's coming out, I might take advantage of their price right now, because I could picture them becoming more desirable if a show comes out for them.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I mean they cost a lot to actually get all 6 of them or something.
I know, it's
Buying all the sets.
Yeah, but they also just look awesome, so I might keep them.
They do.
We'll
they
see.
do.
Yeah,
and if you have the
like
Night Buzzard as well, then they just look even cooler.
Yeah,
Like
but
this
you know
shit,
what? I'm thinking I'll just buy the figures because I've got some people that I buy the figures from, and I get them fairly cheap, if I'm honest. I mean, I got Ahsoka. I got her. She's around somewhere. I got Ahsoka for like I think I paid like £10 for her. Right? I saw her for £40 today on Facebook. Yeah, that's her. Let's make that a little bit bigger, shall we? Look at that.
Oh god,
It's so cool. I need that set. I just need it.
Oh, look, there you go.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's like she's got a laser beam.
Yeah.
That's that, folks. That's blinding, that is.
There you go.
It's like some sort of 1960s James Bond scene, isn't it? No, Ahsoka, you're going to die. So anyway, that's an old reference, folks, from the 60s, that one. And yes, it is before my time, in case anyone wonders. So where are we going to go next? Where are we going? Café Con Lego. Let's pop over to America, shall we? Let's see how the wonderful Café Con is getting on, building what looks like it is something. I don't know what it looks like, to be honest, but apparently it will be a beautiful Technic when it's done.
Yeah, so this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I thought it was going to be like half the size. So yeah, certainly I understand the price now, and we're going to have to figure out where on earth to put this. Yeah, it's massive.
It's beautiful though. It's a beautiful thing, Café Con, and do you know what? I'm quite impressed actually with building that on this stream. It's a beautiful set. This is ginormous, isn't it? We've got a Porsche going on here.
Yeah.
I think that Porsche was about £160, wasn't it?
No, I think it was 200 and something.
Oh, I
I think,
like.
yeah. It was the first big Technic car, and I got it. It's so cool. It is massive. It is heavy, and it's flipping
It is.
awesome.
It is. That's it.
Nice.
Well, so, I just saw what Si had for dinner tonight. Yeah, I'm only joking, Si, honestly. I was just looking down, I was like, oh my God. I felt like a moment there. Yeah. No, that's it. I like a little bit of flexing going on, folks. I like a bit of flexing. With the Porsches. Yeah, I'll just get me a big Porsche out, shall I? Throw it over to the camera. There we go. I love it.
Studio Brixton, this is the Bugatti. They were asking what it was.
Yeah, it's Bugatti. It's what banner have I got there? Yeah. If anyone's new to London Bridge, please do subscribe. But you've probably been seeing that for the last 10 minutes. I do apologise. Anyway, let's go back to this one. It's much more fun. It's Friday. It's Friday. Can anyone tell me what that song is on TikTok? So you're a TikTok fan. I can't give you that look. You know you are. It's the song. It goes, "It's Friday and it's blah, 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 blah." I'm always trying to include songs with Friday in them for the London Calling.
Well, the London. You're talking about the one that you had on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's The Cure.
That one's The Cure. But I try and do stuff with Friday. At least every now and again I do, folks. If all those fails, I just put London Calling on. But
I don't know the one you're talking about.
There's a song on
No, I don't
TikTok.
know.
It's Friday and it's suddenly Sunday. I can't be the only one that watches TikTok.
No, I've watched some of them, and I haven't seen any song like that.
Okay.
Hurry up and ban TikTok. Yeah,
It's
man.
probably the way I'm saying it. It's probably the way I'm saying it. What's that?
I have to admit, I try to ignore all my sixth graders when they're doing TikTok in recess.
Yeah, all the people in my school do it. Oh, it's just some of them are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are just terrible and cringy.
Well, that's what TikTok's all about, being terrible
Fair
and
enough.
cringy, I think.
Yeah.
Having fun as well, folks. Lego Boy 88 says, "Do you mind if I share a link for a GoFundMe I made to help the fires in California?" They're having fires in California still. I know it's hot down there at the moment.
Yeah.
Lego Boy 88, always happy to help out with charity stuff. We've done loads of charity stuff ourselves. The last one being the fairy bricks one, wasn't it, Si? We did that. But yeah, no, Lego Boy 88, feel free to chuck it in there, folks. And if you can help out with the fires, I'm not quite sure if it's medical stuff or whatever, but Lego Boy 88, before you chuck it in there, tell us a little bit about the charity as well. Because I'm always interested to know, but the community is a very charitable community, and there are people out there at the moment, I think even as we speak potentially, are doing a charity ride for the Fairy Bricks charity, which was of course broken into probably about 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, and they had all their stuff stolen, which is blooming horrible. So anyway, Lego's helping them out, and they're being helped out by a lot of very cool, generous people, such as Generic Stud, and of course the wonderful Brick Clicker as well. Anyway, always happy to help, my friend. A Tease for Life says, laugh my what's it off. Brixo Studios, that dance is cringy. Chuck a bit of TikTok, a tease. Come on, someone please be on my side. It's my wife that watches it all the time.
That renegade dance is literally the worst.
Is it?
Oh, I'm never gonna get it out of my head. It's just
It's one thing I love, folks. It's music. I really do love music. It's for me, it's a form of philosophy. It really is. But more to the point, it's the lyrics that I love. It's the lyrics, and that's what it's all about, really. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, I might even pop out just to let people know that we're actually streaming at the moment. But anyway, we've got a wonderful 33 lovely, wonderful people out there at the moment watching us. So thank you so much. I feel very blessed that you're sparing your Friday evenings and your Friday mornings, afternoons. It could even be Saturday where some of you girls and boys are. Anyway, let us know where you all are anyway. Let's see who lives the furthest away from London, shall we? have some Aussies out there or something like that, or West Coast America or something like that. Let us know. Anyway, wherever you all are, I just hope that each and every one of you wonderful people are safe and well. I really, really do. What's the talking of weather? Is it starting to cool down a little bit in Denmark now, WoodShopTeacher? Because I believe it's been quite warm where you are, my friend.
It has. We had some rain and some thunder for the last 2 days, and it's really cleared the air. So we got quite a drop the last 2 days.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So
because I know you guys like it cold in that part of the world, but your weather is, I mean, your winter, how cold does it get in your winter time, WoodShopTeacher?
that varies. This last winter was very, very mild. We had almost just a few couple of days with sub-zero temperatures. The winter struck in the early days of March, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But apart from that, it's pretty much. Have you ever watched the channel that is called Geography now?
Yeah.
An American guy called Barbie. He does videos on all countries around the world, and he describes Denmark as in Scandinavia you have Sweden and Norway with skiing and fjords and so on, and you have the lovely warm weather of Britain, and then in the middle you have the mud pit of Denmark.
But we need Denmark. Without Denmark, we wouldn't have Lego. Mind you saying that though, if you're American, if you didn't have Mexico, you wouldn't have Lego. And they haven't got any Lego.
And they don't. So sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But to be fair, side, they are getting the Bespin site. Oh! I'll swap a 501st set for a while. Yeah. That's a fair deal. So I don't know why I just plucked this out of the air. I just put this set down, folks. Look, it's a complete mishmash of minifigures. It really is. Anyway, look at that. It's coming out. It's not even all Star Wars ones. Look, if you look carefully, there's an Overwatch one in there.
Soldier 76.
That's the one. Yes. Is it 76 or 75? No,
yeah, 76.
Yeah, 76. Got the number on the back there. There you go, folks. Look at that. But look at that. I tell you what, folks, though, there's a little bit of flexing going on there that I didn't realise. But look at that. See that Boba Fett there? Check out his arm.
Oh, God.
Arm?
Yes, I can't wait to get that set for Christmas.
Is that from
I
the
cannot wait.
UCS Slave one?
That's it, yeah. That just having that little bit of print on his arm does not make him expensive, folks. Ridiculously so. I tell you what, folks. God, it comes with a good set. Really
I got a great deal on that set. I got a great deal. I got for $190 on eBay.
Oh,
the DCS Slave one sealed as well.
Oh, that is a good deal.
Yeah.
That is a very good. That must have been. Well, that was a very good deal. There's no getting around it. It's a very good deal.
But the thing is, I'm not allowed it till Christmas, so that's the sad part.
I tell you what, I'm not joking. I even said it in my Lego haul. I even said the C word in my Lego haul. I did the quick Christmas, in case anyone was wondering. And and I tell you what, it is coming, folks. I'm not joking, right? Now, believe it or not, even though I am in the centre of London, pretty much, I'm not kidding, folks. But I've got forests and golf courses all around me, and the trees. I don't talk to trees, but you look at the leaves on the trees, and they are all telling me that it's getting a bit autonomous out there. It really is. I think autumn's coming early this year. So yeah, I just saw someone pop into the stream. There is Doc Sanson. Now, Doc, about 15 minutes before I went live, I saw that you dropped a new video, my friend. The part 2 of the 72-hour marathon that was the Lego community build.
I'll tell you, I started watching that. It's so funny.
I need to catch up. I'm still on the first part.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. But as I was on the part 1, because he was on day 1, And this is the thing as well. It's Doc, you're not allowed to go anywhere. But I've just been telling everyone about the name of the city. It's looking highly likely, my friend, that I'm going to go with your idea of Legondon. There's people out there are loving it. So in case anyone wondered, I've told you all anyway, anyone who's just joined the stream, like Doc Sampson, the potential name, the winning name for the name of the city is going to be Legondon. And I've got to keep typing it, folks, because I think it looks quite nice. Legondon. And that's how I kind of help work out if I like things or not, the names of things and stuff like that. And so yeah, I don't call it part of my creative process, shall we? But anyway, Legondon, yeah, I like it. Doc, and just so everybody knows, right? I thought of the name Lego in London, and Doc has gone that one step further. That brilliance, that spark of creativity, and come up with Legondon. I like it, Legondon. It sounds quite, I don't know, it sounds like somewhere in Utopia, doesn't it? Or somewhere with lots of cyberpunk stuff going on. But anyway, the Woodshop teacher, he's been busy messaging them there. He's going, Woodshop teacher says, Sarah Starbricks, you should, it's a great museum. I can also recommend the old city in Aarhus and the Iron Age village close to Rosclyde. Fantastic, because she's not too far away from you, is she, Woodshop teacher?
No, she's in Holland. So that would be a drive from Holland through northern Germany, then you're in Denmark.
Fantastic. So I've got, let me get down to here. There we go. I've got a question for you. Even though that you're not from that part of the world, but can you please tell me, because bearing in mind I'm a Brit and we are coming out of Europe, but anyway, that's another story for another time, folks. The question I've got for you, and actually Sarah Starbricks, the wonderful Sarah Starbricks, you might know this as well. What is the difference between Holland and the Netherlands? What is the difference?
Is there any difference?
Is there any difference? Are they one of the same thing? Is there one?
Like you, Greg, when we were growing up, Holland was a football team. And I have a friend who, it was Ireland beat Holland, and it was brilliant and everything else. And, Italian 90 was the best ever. But up until about 2 years ago, right? About 2 years ago, I was still calling it Holland. And a friend of mine lives over there, and he said, don't call it Holland, call it the Netherlands. And I was like, okay, why? So I think it's the I could be wrong. I think it's the country that are in the Netherlands make the Netherlands. And I think Holland is still Holland. I think I could be wrong. Sarah will be typing away, telling us. I hope that
yeah. Because Sarah, I don't know what the difference is, because I know there is a difference. It's a bit like people in England could go to Wales and not realise they're in Wales, couldn't they? Do you know what I mean? It's a country within a country. Yeah. Here we are. Sarah Starbricks is enlightening us here, folks. She says North Holland is a province. That's interesting. But the Netherlands is the proper name of the country, though. North Holland is a province. So South Holland is another province. Oh, I see. Okay.
Right. Makes more sense.
That makes complete sense. Thank you so much. I love being educated, especially on geography things, folks. I really do.
I love geography.
Yeah.
I just wonder if are we not supposed to call Holland the way we're used to? I wonder. It's not offensive, is it?
No.
It can't be.
It can't be.
Well, the football team aren't Holland anymore. They're the Netherlands as well, which is.
Are they? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, countries change names all the time. Like my brother went to what was Yugoslavia back in the day, and you go back to Yugoslavia now, folks. It's Croatia. It's completely changed from for one reason or another. But that's the thing. You just don't always know, do you? It's like look at where you are, Si. You've got Northern Ireland, right? And you've got the Republic of Ireland. Now, it's Ireland, but they're two very distinctive places, but they're in the same location. So, It's
Ireland's very different to the rest of the world. People live in Ireland, and the entire island is Ireland. There's no different country. It's just it's Ireland. There's no Republic of Ireland, just Ireland, and then there are people who are there's two different countries, and it's weird. It reminds me of Palestine. It's political. It's not Lego. It's you Google it.
It's for another stream altogether, folks. You won't get anything like that from us. But what I will say is, it's always worth learning these things, just so you know, because things change. If there's one thing about the world, folks, and the world at the moment, even Lego, take Lego as a tiny idea. Everything is fluid these days. Everything is changing rapidly all the time. So yeah, so that's cool. Anyway, good stuff. Let's Sarah Starbricks. Oh, Sarah Starbricks. By the way, you are building the wonderful Hidden Side Castle. Are you enjoying it? Because I've got to say that particular build, I've got to say, it really does interest me, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But tell us about it. I want to know, because I think it looks like, arguably. So you tell me what you think, because you're a big Hidden Side fan. I think it looks like one of the best Lego sets for quite some time. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure about the left-hand part has a different weird. There's something odd about it that I wasn't sure. I can't remember what it was, but there was one thing I didn't like that much, and I think Sarah was talking about it the other day. But I'll have to look again and see what it was. But I like it as a castle.
Yeah, the one issue I have with it is the color. Most of it is tan.
The tower, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite an odd.
I just really wish it was cohesive throughout the whole thing. I don't care if it's all gray or all tan. Just why have one gray tower and then the rest is tan? You know, I'd be fine if it was all like tan, but they had like gray little patches on it. But the fact that a tower is just fully gray doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But again, my friend, is it a nod to Mos Eisley? That's what I'm wondering. Is everything that Lego's been doing for the last 2 years, with all these Harry Potter sets, with the Hidden Side sets, all these flashes of beige bricks, and they've basically been slowly ramping up for the giant Mos Eisley set, pending to come out for us. It's that's my theory anyway, folks. You let me know what you lovely people out there think as well. Oh my God, we've got someone new in the house. In fact, we've got a couple of new people in the house. We've got the wonderful sounding Botanic Bricks. Oh, I love that name. That's fantastic. This is a brilliant name. Welcome, Botanic Bricks. Great to have you here. We've got the awesome Kabuki as well. Kabuki, you're always in cool streams, so I'm particularly impressed you're here tonight, my friend. Good to have you here. Bricking outside the boxes in the house, folks. And we've got Larry Lego. Oh, that's a funny word. Legond, actually. Legond. I was wondering where that was going to go for a second, but Larry Legond. CC. Larry Legond is asking you, CC. He says, what are you building?
Sorry, my mic was on mute. But hey, Larry, I'm building the Bugatti.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
What have you? I mean, the thing is, it looks so dense. Is it? Does it actually? Is it quite heavy, CC? Because it looks heavy.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's pretty good size for a Lego set, I'd say.
Yeah.
The Porsche's quite a hefty one, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Bugatti's heavier because it's got about almost 1,000 more pieces.
Yeah. Oh. Is Larry French? Is he? Is Doc Sampson's name? Bonjour, monsieur. I
don't think so. It's Larry Legend. But no.
What is that? Oh, Legend. Oh, okay. All right. Fantastic. Pronounced Legend. I like it. Legend. Welcome, Larry. Great to have you here, my friend. I love your avatar, by the way. It's quite very distinctive. Good stuff. I'm liking it. Welcome to the stream, Larry. Look, if you know CC and you know that CC will only ever be in good company, so please do check out the wonderful people that are in the panel tonight. Check out London Bridge Bricks if you fancy it, my friend. Good to have you here. But also, in the house, there's a whole bunch of wonderful people. Now, as I look at my monitor here in front of me, I think some wonderful people. Got a Tease for Life as well. She does a lot of streaming at the moment. She is gaming and stuff like that. You've got Doc Sampson, who's kind of the man with the virtual news. That's always good for a laugh, I tell you. And talking of news, you've got Brick Clicker in the house, everybody. Brick Clicker, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you here. We were just talking about you in regards to the fairy bricks and the wonderful charitable stuff that you did for them as well, mate. It's good, very good to have you here. It's good to have everybody here. We're well, how long have we been streaming for now? We have been streaming for nearly 100 minutes. 100 minutes, folks, we've been streaming for. And you lot out there, I'm not joking, folks. What a wonderful way to spend a Friday night. I tell you, I cannot think of anything better I would rather be doing than spending it not only with a fantastic panel of people such as Family Bricks, Café Con Lego, Brixo Studios, Daily Bricks, Si O'Connor, Solo Brick Builder, but also the massively charming Woodshop Teacher as well. Now, Woodshop Teacher, I've got to ask you, you actually put quite a lot of us to shame in the sense that you don't actually only build with Lego, you actually make real things from wood and stuff like that. Because you, my friend, are a master of building things. Are you building anything in particular at the moment?
I have a project, but that is some what do you call it? Some gaming terrain. I also do minifigure wargaming, so I'm building some small model houses as well, and I got a plan for a table for my Lego city, but I need to do some house renovations first before I can do the table. So let me see, that would be in about 7 weeks. I should be done with the renovations and I can do the table for my Lego city.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on a table for my city soon, but what's nice is we have two identical like nightstand tables, so just can use those as the base, which is going to be really helpful.
Oh, I'll be doing a framework of 1 by 1.5 inch timber, and then a 4 by 7 feet MDF plate on top.
Nice, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Woodshop Teacher, a quick question for you. Sorry, I love asking questions. I'm a very curious person. When you say 4 by 2, are you talking inches or centimeters?
Inches.
Oh my God, that's proper old school. So Denmark is metric, is it not?
Denmark is metric, but in the building industry, you still use inches occasionally.
Yeah, brilliant.
It is fading out, but some of us still uses it.
Yeah, no, expecting it. I tell you what, folks, when I moved into this house, right, I had a lot of pipe work, and this is going to sound so boring to kids out there, but honestly, folks, this will happen to you one day, I promise. So you buy an old house, right, and then what happens is my house is full of galvanized pipes, right? Now, I'm not joking, folks. I like galvanized pipes, but they're a blooming nightmare for when they go wrong. Now, when they go wrong, right, the worst thing about them is they're all imperial. Okay, so you try and fit imperial to metric, it never goes, it never quite fits. So, and you end up taking everything out.
That is why you buy adapters.
Yeah, good point. There must be something in the air today, because do you know what? Believe it or not, I was looking at IKEA for tables as well, to get the first table for my city. So yeah, and then the funny thing was, IKEA, like you buy a table from IKEA. So say I was going to go for a 2 meter by, I think it was 60 centimeters, and I thought, right, I'll get one of them. Nice cheap table, £40, comes with legs, fantastic. Now I went to buy it, right, and it was like blooming £40 to get it delivered. So
Damn.
and so I was like, oh, you know. So then I thought, right, okay, if I buy more stuff, will that be the same delivery cost? And it is. So now what I've got to do is just measure up and make sure I get enough stuff to fill up. Because the thing is with Legondon, everybody, is that it's going to be, I'm building an outside building to my house to accommodate the Lego room, which between you and me, the wife thinks it's going to be an outside office. Anyway, when you start up with Lego, she might start getting an idea of what's actually going to be going on there. But anyway, don't tell her, whatever you do, all right? This is LBB, this is London Bridge Bricks. Don't mention a thing. See, it's between you and me. Shh. So anyway, blimey, Brixo Studios, someone's actually, looks like they finished something.
No, I'm stopping for tonight. I've got to bag 6. I've got 7 and 8 left. I'm going to build those with my mum probably tomorrow for a bit. But yeah, it's looking really awesome. It's quite a chunky build, actually. It's got some pretty awesome functions. You can open up these side pieces to look at the pretty jam-packed interior, really. There's all the cooking things for Piggy to make his food and everything. And it's double-sided as well, so you can open up both sides. There's a lot of interior. It's really detailed, really nice. And up front, you've got sort of a hot dog here. You've got the 2 seats for the drivers and everything. It's really awesome. I'm really enjoying the build. I'm looking forward to making that pig though, because but it looks like it's bag 8, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit to build that.
Okay. What's have you built the figures for it yet?
Yes, I think I've got all. I think I've got all of them. So there's Monkey Kid, obviously.
Man, that's a good start to show us.
Yeah.
I like him. Who's your favourite?
I really like Monkey Kid. I love his legs. The side printing and the dual molding makes it a very nice figure and everything. You also get 2 of the bull guys, I think, with motorbikes, which look kind of cool. And then you get this dude, which is just a generic citizen. I think he's got a name or something.
Generic
Uncle, Uncle Quao or something. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Sounds like a proper chicken, that does.
Yeah, and you get a hot dog and a thingy here. It's, really cool though. Really enjoying that.
Here's the thing, folks. Now, if you look at that new Bespin set that's coming out, right, at the bottom of one of those rods is that piece. Yeah, that's what you're pointing to.
The pitchfork piece. Hilarious.
A pitchfork. There's a pitchfork in one of the most, arguably, the most important scene in movie history. And Lego, right, have put a pitchfork in it.
It's funny. Yeah, I can't wait to get that set. That's going to be awesome.
I don't know. The things I see. I like it. You are a masterful young builder, Brixo.
Thank you very much.
Indeed. Doc Sampson says, have you not seen the show? What show are you referring to, young Doc Sampson?
Probably the Monkey Kid show.
The Monkey. I started watching a bit of it. I've got to say, it's not the sort of program that you can kind of casually watch. Because I was trying to build some stuff and have it on in the background, but it's so flicky, can I say? It's a bit flicky, isn't it? That you
can't
focus on what's going on. I like it though. I love the artwork. It's fantastic.
It's brilliant. It's a great show.
Yeah, there's lots of chickens going on in the chat. I love the chicken emojis. That's fantastic. Well done, folks. I didn't even know they existed. I really didn't. Rain Fox. It's easy life. It's never too late. It isn't. Nothing in life is never too late, folks. Whatever you do, never die regretting stuff that you haven't done. Really don't do that. Life is worth living. You get one good life in this world, folks. In fact, tomorrow, actually, when we're doing 2x2, I actually asked the question, folks. And actually, do you know what? If anyone's got any questions for 2x2, which is the thing I do with Solo Brick Builder, Brick and Coconut Studios, it's a podcast, really. It's a round table, call it what you like. It's just 4 guys getting together, chatting about Lego for an hour. If you've got any questions for that, please do either drop me a question on Instagram or I'll put it in the comments below. We'll talk about it. If you've got any questions about, I don't know, why we started a YouTube channel, why we do what we do, what's our favourite thing. Don't ask us what our favourite set is, folks, because that changes from one day to the next. It really does. But yeah, so if you've got any questions about that, because I'm hosting it this week, we're going to be recording it tomorrow, and then we're going to be premiering it next Saturday after a transatlantic night dream. So watch this space. And I tell you what, anyone who's joined us, because we're still going to a very healthy, 33 lovely, wonderful people out there watching it. If you want to know what each and every one of us are doing, please do follow us mostly on Instagram. There's one or two of us that may not have Instagram. I don't think David Brixo got Instagram yet, but he is on other social platforms, folks. But the rest of it, like Sky O'Connor, he's on Twitter. Family Bricks, he's on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, folks. I Twitter all day long, I really do. But each and everyone else is on Instagram. Even the WoodShopTeacher is on Instagram. And WoodShopTeacher, I've got to say, well, all the stuff that you build, please, I'm always interested to know what you're up to, especially when it comes to all the other stuff that you're interested in. Because whatever you do, whatever you seem to do in life, WoodShopTeacher, you're always building something. And just another medium of building stuff. And I genuinely am fascinated by it. And my brother is an absolute brilliant carpenter. I used to love just what he could do with a lathe and stuff like that. So I grew up. I love that sort of stuff. I feel very
wood turning is wonderful. It's so satisfying to do.
Yeah. I do you know what it is? And the stuff we can do with wood, folks, honestly, even this desk here, this desk was never even meant to be here. This room was meant to be slightly designed differently, but thank goodness I did put it here. But this, probably hope, folks. And yeah, so Tech Productions asked the question, Greg, what happened to London to Manchester? Well, nothing's really ever happened to it, Tech, if I'm honest. Basically, we haven't taken a break from it or anything like that. We just basically we'll come back to it whenever we do it again. But we started the series of Tech, but I've got to be honest, because it's got to be quite busy. If I'm perfectly honest with you, Chris is obviously doing extremely well. I mean, I've never known anyone channel grow as quick as his one does. And obviously, I wish him all the best. But Chris will come in from time to time, but he's very laser focused on things at the moment. And to be honest, we all know what it's like, Tech Productions and everyone else as well. To do any more than 3 or 4 videos a week, and then it kind of takes over your life. So we kind of thought, okay, we'll take not a break. We're going to do it every few weeks, but to be honest, we just haven't come back to it yet. But we will one day. If me and Chris do other stuff together going forward, we can come under the banner London to Manchester. But yeah, I do actually I love reviewing stuff, so and I did enjoy it. But anyway, Chris, if you're watching, hope everything's going okay, my friend, and look forward to seeing you on London Calling in due course. Now, we've got a rather special person in the chat at the moment, folks. Now, someone who a certain Si O'Connor has got me itching very recently. He goes by the name Ty the Lego Guy. And Ty the Lego Guy, good to have you here. Welcome to London Calling. It's very nice to have you here, my friend. So everyone, please do give the wonderful people like Ty the Lego Guy a warm welcome. Also as well, Tech Productions. He's a good guy. I love his stuff as well. I really do. But if anyone wants to watch a channel that's full of energy, vibrance, and Ty the Lego Guy, you got really cool sunglasses. Good taste, my friend. You really have.
What did you say?
Matt's making a ruckus.
Yes,
eruption of bags.
Yeah, what was it? Who was the eruption of bags there? That was incredible. It was like an explode. I've got to say, anyone in the panel that's got a blue Yeti, because I know I have. Look, see this thing here, folks. In case you wonder what this big silver thing was that's sticking up, right? It's the mic. But I've got to say, they're so sensitive. Honestly, you can hear a pin drop a mile off, and when you put headphones on, I thought you listen to yourself. You're like, wow, why don't you sound like that? Honestly. Anyway, also as well, we've got in the house, folks, Sans. He was streaming this week. Did anyone notice that Bitcoin was streaming earlier on this week at the most random of times? And it felt like the weekend. It was like somebody had come around early. But anyway, Sans was out there. And good to have you here, Sans. Nice to have you here, my friend. Always is an absolute pleasure. And yeah, where have you been recently, Sans? I haven't seen you for ages. I saw you on Ryan's video that you did with him, which I thought was a laugh. If anyone wants to see, go see someone who's actually very funny, folks. Quite almost experimental. And I mean that in the nicest of terms. Your stuff is genius. Do check him out. Honestly, he is a good lad. And Larry Legend's still out there as well. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Sans. Always good to have you here, my friend. And let us know in the chat, folks, what you got boys and girls doing out there during September the 1st? Are you gonna get the Razor Crest? Are you gonna be bothering with it? Could you imagine? Imagine, right? How much is that Baby Yoda figure going to be worth, eh? Baby Yoda, when that comes out.
Fortune.
Yeah.
Loads of money. I'm
reckoning 30 quid at least.
80.
Yeah.
Damn.
I reckon. Yeah. £80. 80 quid. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure if you want one right now, Bricklicker's got one for 40 quid on his eBay store. If you want one early. Yeah.
Yeah.
40 quid. Sorry, Café Con, was you saying something then?
Yeah, sorry. GC.
Oh no, I was just saying it's nearly as much as the set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Set's
yeah.
120 here.
Almost makes the bricks like worthless at that point.
I agree. I've got to say, Café Con, I do have reservations about the Razor Crest, but but I'm not going to buy it anyway, folks, because a lot of people were saying, well, actually, one or two people were saying it's quite expensive, and it is expensive. It's £120 for God's sake. That's practically extortionate. But anyway, I'm still going to buy it because how can I put it, folks? I'm a sucker, and I'm going to get it. And the one thing my saving grace is that I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it with about £50 or £60 worth of VIP points. So in effect, the Razor Crest is probably going to cost me about £50. That's all, which I think is all right. To be honest, I think that's relatively cheap side, don't you?
Big time. It's
Yeah.
a bar.
Indeedy. Actually, talking of which, I heard Takab was in the chat earlier on. Takab, I do apologise. I said hello in I do talk a lot, folks, and I do apologise for that. How I don't lose my voice, I don't know. But anyway, I always try and type and at least greet people that way. But let me type this. Look, I love doing all this sort of stuff because I try to type and talk at the same time. But it's always kind of brilliant to have new people in the chat, folks. And Ty the Lego guy. Actually, Ty the Lego guy, tell us a little bit about you, my friend, because you've got a good following on YouTube. You've got a healthy channel. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Honestly, folks, this is, and I'm not kidding, right? I've got no, I'm quite easygoing. If you guys want to promote something that you're all doing out there, tell us. Come on, this is what the community is all about. We want to know what each other's doing out there. And this is a nice little central spot that people can come, sit, chat, talk, do whatever you fancy, folks, and just see what other people are doing out there in this wonderful Lego community. It really is what it's all about. Anyway, where should we go, folks? Let's pop that. Let's go around the M25, folks, which is, if ever you've been to England, you'll realise that it's the biggest car park in the world. And let's pop in on Family Bricks, guys. That's it. He's unmuted himself. Good lad. And an update on this thing. Because that is actually, I've got to say, at first I thought, is that a wheelbarrow? And then I thought, oh no, that's a big Technic 4x4 thing. So tell us how it's going, Matt.
Yeah, the part which I thought was the front actually turns out to be the middle. So
Love it.
it's because what you've got is I'll see if I can demonstrate here, but you've got two massive big discs, one at the front here and one in the middle. So then that whole section there will rotate in one direction. So obviously being a 4x4. But then the other thing which has been really interesting is I've gone through and I'm left with this one little pin here. And I'm looking in the instructions. There's 3 of them. I know where the other 2 are. They're here. But there doesn't seem to be a place to put the third one. And it's just like, I'm sure I haven't missed something, but it's like just driving me crazy. I'm looking through the instructions again. It's like, where does this one little pin go, or is it extra? So
that is a good question, Matt. And I've got to say, if you call that a little pin, I wouldn't like to know what you call a big pin.
So I think it's just more that thing, when you're not so much frustrated, but it's sort of like just this one little piece, like So it could just be a spare one that they've listed in the instructions as spare, but it's always that sort of thing with Technic. It's like, if you've forgotten something, what is not working? But everything seems to be turning when it's meant to be and rotating. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's and the next bag is much just the actual sort of canopy and superstructure, because that will pop straight on, because all your batteries sort of rest in here. So you need to be able to take it on and off relatively easy so you can get to them. But yeah, it's just this one little pin. It's like, have I missed something, or is that extra?
Yeah.
So,
I've got to say, right, you're building something big, folks, when you use the term superstructure in it. The last time I heard the term superstructure, I think I was watching a program about the Titanic.
well, I mean, if you look at the wheels.
Oh my lord, the size of a donut.
Oh wow.
Yeah, literally, they are the size of a donut, and a big healthy or unhealthy one if you're eating all that. But,
yeah.
So yeah,
I wouldn't reckon anyone eats one of those, folks. Blimey, they're also.
So
I tell you what, how much bigger are those tires compared to the Batmobile tires?
They're a bit. Yeah, they're definitely bigger. Probably another inch, maybe. I mean, I'm guessing. I'd have to go and check inside. That was a funny thing when we were actually building the Batmobile, because I'd had both of these pulled apart at the same, well, sitting here at the same time. And I handed my son a bunch of the hubcaps, which I've got over here, when we were building the Batmobile. He said, "Here, put these on the Batmobile." Not realizing that they weren't for the Batmobile. So he's there trying to do it. And they're the wrong ones. So they didn't fit. And he's looking at me strange, and took a few minutes to figure out, yeah, oops, got the wrong wheels. Trying to put the wrong wheels on the wrong Lego set.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Am I right in looking at that, right, Matt? But that looks like he's got two engines in it, two motors. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's actually got, I think there's three. So you've got, yeah, because you probably can't see it too well, but, and this is the new thing which they look like they're doing, is you've got all the cables and the wires, and then they've got these little clips. I mean, Solo might know this. He's seen this on other sets, which sort of hold together each of the main wires which go into the battery box. So that's your battery box. But then you've got, maybe the side you can see a bit better. You got one motor here, you got one in the middle, and then you got another one on the end. So I would imagine,
drive.
yeah.
Nice.
So you've obviously got the one drives the front, one drives the back.
Yeah, that's
and
that'll be the transfer box in the middle then. That's
what does
clever.
that drive? What does that drive then?
So obviously, like what one would drive. So if you just have one battery one drive motor, it would obviously only drive one. But obviously, you've got two drive motors, and that middle pack in the middle there is your transfer box. So that will spin both front and, because obviously it's a fully four-wheel drive vehicle, isn't it? So you can take that off road.
That sounds like really to me, though.
That is very clever. That is. So that works like a proper transfer box that you find on a diff, on like a Land Rover, something like that. That's very clever.
A slip diff, then, right? A slip differential, folks. Sorry.
No, completely different. A limited slip differential just controls. So a lot of cars these days and lorries, they've just got a limited slip differential. Obviously, just stops the wheels from spinning individually. So if you don't have a limited slip differential, that's where you find like both your wheels or one wheel. Without a limited slip differential, one wheel will spin because that's the one that's got traction. A limited slip differential will make both your wheels spin, so it doesn't class as four-wheel drive. A transfer box is what you'll find on a lot of Land Rovers, like proper rugged off-road vehicle. So it's 4-wheel drive, and you can transfer the power all to the rear or to the front. And, yeah, you can switch it all over the place. It's a really clever bit of technology, that is. Really clever. But yeah, it's been around for a long time, that is. But what Lego's created there is very clever. That is very good. I really like that. I'll have to have a little look into that.
Well, I've got to be honest, the one thing that would drive for me, it would drive me crazy. That's what it drives me, folks. I don't know about you. That is how many batteries do you need to drive all that, Matt?
It actually needs 6 AA's, which is when I was looking at it. It's quite cool to some degree. It's sort of like you take the battery box off, and I was looking at it. It's like, oh wow, yeah, it just takes 3. And then I'm looking at the instructions, it's saying 6. And it's like, well, where do you get the other ones? And then that slides out, and it's on the backside. Oh, probably didn't do that very well, but
have we lost someone? I feel like we've lost someone. Someone's fallen off.
Yeah, where's Lex disappeared to?
Yeah, Lex. Where you gone, Lex? He was here a second ago. Show us that part, Matt. That looks like a serious bit of Lego going on there.
Okay, so I'll just try to. So if you just look at that there, you go, okay, there's 3 batteries, but then it's like, well, you need to have 6, and obviously it's got the thickness. So you then got this middle section which slides out, and then you put your other 6 on the other side. So so you got 3 each side. That just slides in. The main case just pops back on. I'll probably put it on upside down or something. And then all of that, which has then got all your wires which go into the main top there, button to turn it on, and then it just slides into that there. I mean, the one thing I will say about the power-up functions, like these new ones compared to the old ones, is these are actually nice and square. So it does make it easier to put like your beams onto them, whereas the other ones were generally cylindrical. So they were just a weird sort of shape. So I think that's probably going to make it a little bit more flexible. But yeah, I think that's got that. And then the other main thing is these wheels are actually the amount of pins and rods. Obviously, you've got your initial suspension there just with these shock absorbers. But then you probably can't see it there. You got these other couple of rods here which hold it, and then the
drive shaft's going on there.
And then that goes in as well, and so that can still turn while the wheels are going up and down.
Wow.
So, yeah, it is from that point of view. I haven't seen one of these types of ones, so it is quite cool.
Yeah, I like it. I tell you what it reminds me of, folks, and you can tell me out there what you think as well, especially in the chat. It kind of reminds me back in the day, folks, when I was a young man growing up. I used to race all over the country. Funny enough, remote control cars, RC cars. I think they used to like calling them. And so I used to do a thing with a company called Kyosho, and yeah. So anyway, so it was a long, long time ago, folks. I used to drive them all over the place, and but anyway, I just kind of grew out of it, and then sort of the dark age happened with Lego and all that kind of stuff. Because I like building things, folks, believe it or not. And that set completely reminds me of building all those things with like wishbones and struts and suspension. And are there any sort of shock absorbers or anything like that are going to go into that set, Matt?
Yeah, it's you've got 4 of them on one on each wheel. I don't know if you can the red ones here. So that just again allows you to have a bit of flexibility and movement in there. And then on the rear, you got another one there as well.
I'll be very interested to see how well that does off road, because I've seen Brixo saying it's despite it's got the 4 motors in there, it's still not particularly powerful.
Yeah, I saw a comparison between this one and then the old power up one, sort of like the previous iteration of something like this. And when they did it like a head-to-head test sort of thing, it was the older one actually performed better in terms of gradients and speeds and things like that. So whether or not they just haven't optimized the weight and the engine and how it runs and things. Whereas the previous one, they've obviously had a few iterations, but it does seem. I think there was also another video which then really tested the two motors head to head sort of thing, and the old ones actually did perform better in terms of like some of your torque and those types of tests. So
I'm just wondering how difficult that would be to put one of those RC petrol engines in there. I mean, my God, that would shoot across the ground.
If you've got the components, maybe we can get together and try it out.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. I've got an old Dodge over there. We can rip that out. My chassis
wasn't it that set where someone tried to change some of the gears to get a better power ratio, and of course it decreased the speed of it, but it increased its climbing ability.
What you want, though, isn't it?
Torque. It improves all the torque. So if you, I remember when we used to drive RC cars, and then what you'd have to do, you'd have to change the main gearing, which would either make it go faster or it would make it go at a moderate speed, but over a longer period of time. They just have some ginormous batteries in them, folks. So
it's all about the power.
If you thought you was just coming on here to watch a few people build something like I don't know, small little Lego sets and all that sort of stuff, folks. My God, look, this is, I think it's the most technical London calling I've ever had. I really do. But anyway, I mean, CC, how are you getting on building this Bugatti, which is quite the wondrous set? And Solo, I've got a question for you in a minute. Is it actually going to be retired anytime soon? But over to you, CC. Give us an update.
Yeah, so not really much progress since the last time. But I guess I'm just a really slow Technic builder, I've realized. Doc kept kind of, I guess, razzing me during the 12-hour stream because I only made it to the 5th bag, and I just opened bag number 7. But yeah, there's a lot. Pin or connection is near disastrous because there's I realized that the brick separator does not have like a gripper tool to grab pins and pull them out if you put it in the wrong place or if you need to grip some of these friction pins. So, but yeah, open just bag number 7 and trying to figure. I'm running out of room. The Bugatti's so big that I no longer have room to like put the different parts.
One thing I love about that set is that they actually managed to almost get the W20 engine in there. That is just so cool.
I will buy that set. It has actually discounted in England for £200 before.
Yeah, it's been on Amazon before now for about 155 quid. I think it's been down to before now. So you've got to really, like especially watch it around Black Friday because I've got my eye on the Lamborghini. So I'm really like watching Amazon come Black Friday.
Yeah. I got to be honest, folks. I got what else did I get this week? Actually, I forget what I got this week. I got a big box that's turned up. Now I'm hoping, right? It's from Lego. I really should open it, shouldn't I? But I tell you what, folks, I've been buying like you wouldn't believe polybags. I mean, in fact, even Solo's sent me some polybags this week, and anyway, I'm hoping. Anyway, it's the diner. I do believe it's the diner that I received, and there's all these lovely sets. Solo, you're quite on the ball here. We've got some quite good sets that are retiring soon, haven't we?
So I hear.
Well, one of them is going to be the diner. So I've bought that, but I'm definitely thinking of buying another one because, my God, modulars. How much do they go for when they retire? Sorry, you might know this because you've got some nice vehicles. The guy I bought, so today, right, I bought another modular set, which is the Ninjago City docking bay. I don't know what it is, or something like that. Anyway, dock something or other. It's got water in it anyway. It looks amazing, folks. It actually does. But anyway, but what I've noticed that when modular sets retire, my God, they absolutely rocket in price. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And one of those sets, which I think is the town hall or the bank, this guy who I bought this set from, which I actually got it pretty reasonable if you ask me, folks. He was selling this other set, this other modular set, £600. I can't believe that. That's equivalent of about $700. That is ridiculous. But I mean, it's ridiculous. A massive amount of money. You might as well, it's like £1,000 just for a couple of sets. But Si, you've got some sets.
No, yeah, I've got some modulars. I've got the Palace Cinema, which I love. That's retired. But yeah, I mean, depends on the set. Some of them can go really, really high. Some of them stay about €100 more than they were originally. But yeah, I'm just out in the bank. Really, really annoyed I didn't get the bank when that was out. But yeah, I mean, this one is one of my favorite ones. The Detective's Office, really cool set, and yeah. But I mean, the diner, some people don't like it, some people like it. But if you're on the fence, get it, because you're gonna go mad not buying it now and having to pay that extra money when it's retired. You know the kind of way.
I love the dino.
Yeah, I think it's a nice set. It's back in the days, folks, of happy days. All that lovely stuff. I used to love all that. I really do. And I've got to say one thing, Tech Productions, congratulations, mate. I hope you're enjoying your new house. By the way, he's been moving this week, folks. Imagine that, moving house with loads of Lego and stuff like that. Tell us, what was it like? What was the experience like of moving all that Lego? Was it stressful? Was it okay? Have you got any tips for anyone who's moving? Because I tell you what, when I've moved before, I've got a load of stuff. I always wrap it up in cling film, folks. It's the strangest thing, but I tell you what, it not work. It really does. You spend a fortune on the stuff, but it does work. Solo, where are you at then with the buzz? Where are you at?
Yeah, no, I'm all done, mate. I'm all done. It's all finished. She's sitting here in front of me, looking, well, looks like a dress over Technic. That's pretty much probably the best word I could say for it. But there you go. There she lies. Pretty. See, it looks pretty cool from most angles, but then you kind of get to that angle and it kind of ruins it. Yeah, it kind of.
That looks like it's a Lego face of the Predator.
Yeah, that section kind of really lets it down. I mean, you look at it from like that. So if you had it on your shelf like that, it looks brilliant from that angle. Yeah, but then obviously most people got it on the shelf up high, and all you're going to see is, well, look, it looks like you're looking underneath someone's skirt. It's like, oh, you don't want to see that. Oh shit. But you know what I mean? It's like looking over a Lego skirt. It's pretty.
In a nutshell, you're saying that Lego set would look like it would look better. It would be a vast improvement if that particular Lego set actually wore some underwear.
It would be nice. It would be nice. I mean, come on, put some pants on.
If you don't put that in your review, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'll tell you what, folks. If there's anything that would be clickbait out there, it's having an image of the buzzard wearing a pair of Y-fronts or something.
I will try and make that come true.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. Anyway, who else have we got out there? We've got some wonderful people out there in the chat still, folks. Still going very strong out there. I can't believe it. We've got the I'm a big fan of the Rocketeer. Forget the days of the Rocketeer, folks. The Bricketeer is out there. I'm loving that name, the Bricketeer. Brilliant. Anyway, Bricketeer, tell us a little bit about you, my friend. Great to have you here. Welcome to London Bridge Wits. Welcome to London Calling, the Friday night stream. Please do, if you've never met any of my panel, my friends, my associates, please do check out their channels. All their details are down in the description below, and I highly recommend them. I also recommend a whole bunch of people that's out there in the chat at the moment, like Sarah Starbricks and Ty the Lego guy. He's got a pretty decent following. Check him out as well. He's very good. It really is. So let's have a look. Daily Brick looks like he's we've got some Star Wars going on here. I've got talking to start. Two things actually. I'm going to come to you in just a second, Lex. It looks like he's lost a magical wand of some sort. Solo, has your AAT review gone out yet?
yeah, my AAT review's been out for a while now. I think it's been out for, I think it must be about a week now. I've even done the comparison between the 2013 2020. Almost ended up in disaster again for the 2020 version, but yeah,
When did it come out? I didn't see the notification. I watched a few of your things this week, but I missed that one.
yeah, no, that one came out. Yeah, I think, yeah, I can't remember when that one came out. I think it was either Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, both of them out. Yeah, the 8080, the actual review did kind of start in disaster. It did fall over, but then yeah, we've done the comparison. Yeah.
I tell you what, folks, right? If you want to watch a review, if you ever wondered, sorry, this is completely off the top of my head, right? But imagine Basil Fawlty, right, doing a review of a Lego Star Wars set. Solo is that man.
You wait until you hear the intro to my new one. Yeah, I felt like a right ponce doing it, but yeah, it's.
I like the voices that you do in it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, just wait until, because my new review for a new set is coming out like again like straight after this one today. So yeah, god.
Everyone's doing little hints of comedy these days, folks. So one early one this week with my wife. I went down the shops to get a loaf of bread and a paper. Ended up going out to a Lego store. Then I come back with loads of stuff. But obviously that was a good little giggle, folks. That was. Where was he going? Oh yeah, Lex, give us an update on your magnificent castle.
Yeah. So right now I've been working on just putting my
holy cow,
my minifigures on makeshift stand because I don't have an extra base plate for that.
Yeah, it's just something you just threw together, folks.
And so yeah, I've got them right there. I've got the Hogwarts Founders I'm keeping on their little stand that they got with the set because I think it just looks awesome. And then I've made no progress on the castle. I only have 3 of 37 bags left, so I'm gonna save those for a stream of my own. And that's really all I've got going on, but I'm really happy with how all my figures look lined up together.
That is a beautiful thing to be admired, young Lex. It really is. There's something else I'm admiring, other than your sorting box there. But just before you get to your sorting box, there's a brickhead. There's a brickhead on the terrace of the castle. What are you about?
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with the comic Calvin and Hobbes, but this is Calvin from that. I can't get a good light on it, but it's
a blonde Dennis the Menace.
I've been really getting into brickheads, so I wanted to make some of characters that I just that Lego hasn't made that I'm familiar with. So there's another couple of characters I'll be making soon, but this is just the first of many.
Yeah. Okay. So I am a fan of brickheads, folks. I mean, they kind of, I don't know if they're dying out or what. I'm not really sure what Lego are doing with it. I'm not even sure Lego know what they're doing with them. But anyway, they are there. They are fun. I do like them. Sorry, I'm just going to show this one as well. Look at that. That's a lovely set, isn't it? I really enjoyed doing this set. And do you know what, folks? One of the most frustrating things about being a Lego YouTuber, right, is that back in the day, some time ago now, I built this guy. Right, I built this guy about a year ago. I think it was. Let me just bring him out. I built a custom version of the Mandalorian. I did. In fact, I didn't even think that much of him. I took him apart and just threw all the bits away. I didn't throw them away. I just built something else out of them. And do you know what, folks? That's the most watched, the custom Mandalorian Lego set that I built. A custom Mandalorian is the most watched, most viewed video on my channel. And I'm not joking, folks. Right? I did a terrible lighting. It was just on a worktop in the kitchen. It was honestly nothing special about it. And it's the most watched one. And I can't believe it. It is amazing what can get the most views on your channel. But if I'm one thing, folks, I'm consistent, that's for sure. Anyway, what actually, out of interest, Solo, what's the most watched video on your YouTube channel?
Oh, bloody good question. I've never looked. To be honest, I never looked.
I'll check too.
Yeah, I think the comparison of the 8080 went down pretty well, which is going to give me good inspiration to compare more sets.
Yeah,
That seems to have gone down pretty well. Yeah, I really don't know, to be honest. Yeah, I generally don't know, but I mean, for the most recent one, that one for me, in recent memory, has done pretty well. So I'm fairly happy with it. So people seem to be quite happy with it. They're giving constructive criticism back to it as well, which I'm going to take and implement into other comparison videos I'm going to be doing. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone that's given me the criticism on that one. Well, not criticism, but helpful advice. So yeah, no, that's the only one I can think of at the moment, because in all honesty, I've never looked.
I personally, right, I welcome criticism, right? I think we all should, right? And I'm often asking people, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that, right? But the thing is, folks, always try and be a bit, how can I put it, constructive when it comes to criticism and stuff like that. We all need to learn stuff. And I tell you who taught me absolutely loads. Honestly, literally on a weekly basis, 2 people in particular always used to criticize my videos in a good way. Don't get me wrong. It was always in a good way, in a good, positive manner. And that was Lego the Maniac, who recently has actually had an explosion of subscribers. Do check out his channel. And Robin Hull, who's like the man to go to for all things Fabuland. Remember that, folks? That was a thing at one time. That really was. So, and those guys used to give me advice. And I used to heed to that. And that made me just better overall at doing photography. It really did. And honestly, folks, I've only got a small space, but I try and make it as interesting to look at as I possibly can. Now, talking of space and lack of, when you're building a big set, it's enough of a pain in the backside to do. And I tell you what, exactly the same thing that the lovely Café Con is going through tonight, because she's building a huge set, an absolutely huge set. It really is, folks. And I've got to say, I'm almost quite envious. I am, but that is a lovely looking set. And I'm a sucker for all things blue. If you look at the background tonight, folks, the wallpaper tonight is very blue, and it's a colour that I absolutely love. And that's one reason why I love all those 501st sets, because I actually quite like it. And I've got to be honest, I think for the money, the 501st pack is actually very, very good value for money indeed. Though I have a question for my panel, and I think I am going to start with Si O'Connor first. So Si, here's a question for you. They say, and I say they, it's rumours, right? They say that the battle pack is coming to an end, and it's going to be replaced by something that's double the price. I mean, it's good value for money, but they're going to do away with the battle pack. What do you feel about that, my friend?
It's not good. I mean, that's like what a lot of people would get as not their first Lego set, but something, you know, if you're out with your parents or whatever, and you say, oh, can I get something or whatever? And it's battle pack, usually just grab, there you go, 4 minifigures, a little side build, and there you go. But I mean, for everybody who likes, say, Star Wars, it's great for army building a lot of the time. I think they're missing a trick if they get rid of them, or if they just put 2 together and leave them at 15 is the price for a double battle pack now, isn't it? So they have a double battle pack at the moment, and they have, well, it's really 2 micro fighters thrown together, and I'd say they're going down that route maybe, but I know MMO Productions are saying that there might not be battle packs, but that's none coming out at the end of the year, start of the year, I think. So I don't know really. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope not. I think Lego are going to make a big mistake if they do, because people like to mass up armies, and I personally think financially it's not good for Lego collectors. I like having cheap sets to buy. I mean, like this, like polybags and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This set was about £3. It was, folks. And I tell you what, it's a fantastic 49 pieces of Lego. It really is. And this is the one thing that I keep harping back to when it comes to talking about the fantastic Monkey Kid theme, albeit Wave 2 is a little bit, you know, it's like a second album. It's not quite as good as the first. But I keep harping back to the fact that they need to have a sub £20 set. You know, it's going to be around £13, exactly like Hidden Side kicked off. But anyway, enough about my thing. Solo, what do you reckon about the possibility of losing what is known currently as a battle pack? What's your feelings on that?
I agree with my good friend, my right honourable gentleman over here, Si O'Connor. You know, it's kind of like, you know, a kid's got pocket money. It's like, oh, I want a Lego set, and you go in there. It's like, well, you've got 10 quid. Go on in. There you go. What's 10 quid? There you go. There's a battle pack. I hope they don't get rid of it, because I think that's a big crying shame, because it is one of their biggest sellers. You know, it's like, you know, especially for kids with pocket money, and as you said as well, army building as well. You know, it's the perfect all round set for someone getting into Lego, Star Wars, and someone just wants, like my good friend Coconut Brick Studio, who just wants a metric ton of troopers. You know, it's a cheap, affordable. You get a nice little bill sometimes, and yeah, I think it's a big shame. Don't get me wrong, the 500 first battle pack, I think those kind of things have their place now in Lego. 2 battle packs in one, I think it's got a very good place in it. Whether they're going to continue being the 500 battle pack and going into the 104th or go Imperial or whatever, it's got its place, but I don't think they should get rid of it. I think they should, you know, all right, if they're not going to release it at the beginning of the month, they should definitely release it somewhere else within the year. I think Lego would be absolutely balmy to get rid of it. Really mad. But that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, and do you think the price point? Do you think it's because it's economics is the reason why that they want to potentially ditch it? Are they not making enough money on them? Or
well, no. I think Lego definitely made a killing on these battle packs. I think they've definitely made some big mistakes over the years on certain battle packs that they've released. I think obviously a lot of people have like complained, is like, yo, that it always started off, well, it's going to be an army build, and then they just kind of progressively like put Jedi in it with name characters in it, which kind of rubbed people up the wrong way. So I mean, obviously releasing these ones, you know, they are just troopers, and they could quite easily go that way again. You know, oh, here's a couple of Jedi inside these great big packs. Yeah, I don't think Lego's ever lost any money. I think they've made an absolute killing on those little battle packs. You know, it's like £8 a pop. You know, like Si will take his son in there. Oh, daddy, I want this one. And he, obviously he's like, go on in, son, you know. And then Si's probably standing there going, oh, I have a couple for myself, you know. So, but that's what happens, isn't it? That's exactly it does with me anyway. I mean, yeah, so I mean, I'm expecting my daughter to do it if Lego continues doing the battle packs. I'm expecting my daughter to kind of like punch me in the leg and say, I want that. I can't say she'll yank my t-shirt, because she won't. She will just hit me. So yeah, and then yeah, I'll buy her one, and obviously I want some for myself. So because they are cheap and affordable. These, I agree with you, Greg. The 500 first battle pack, they are fantastic value for money, but they're not for the newbie. You know, for the little one, for like a little Timmy over here. You know, they're not.
And like Tech Productions says in the chat, he says his army builder, and boy, has he got an army of 500.
He has, yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's saying that he builds armies, so people need these. Okay, fair enough. I think we can all agree and live with. Okay, you get 4 people, you get 4 minifigs in a battle pack. You always get that one that no one wants. You think, well, why is he even there? You know, but you always get 3 in there that are quite useful. And I've got to say, I mean
that's the other thing though. I mean, you're buying these bigger, like the 500 first battle pack. You're buying them, but you're getting no more troopers than you would the normal ones. You know, you're still getting 4 troopers. All right, you could class the droids as minifigures if you really want to. I don't personally. I just see them as just extra builds in the set. You know, they're just making the set just bigger and more expensive, but people are only interested in those little figures. That's all they want. Like Tech Production, he's an army builder. They don't care about the ATRT or Bark Speeder. They don't care that, you know, even the little buildable bits that they put in the battle packs, they just like that. That'll go in my bins back there. I just want the minifigures. That's all I care about. So, yeah, to army builders, it's going to hit their wallets really hard.
Yeah,
And
massively.
it's also going to put on like Bricklink and all that, and Bricky Owl and all that kind of stuff. It's going to push the figures up even more expensive, despite they're not as rare. It's because obviously you've had to pay more to get the sets, and they're going to pull them out, and they got to make their money back somehow, haven't they? So
yeah, it's. What do you think? Woodshop teacher, you're into army stuff, but do you actually amass an army of Lego figs? Is that your thing, or are you into more the sort of buildings and that?
I'm more into my Lego city. So when it comes to Lego, no army building. I do in wargaming, yes, of course. The only thing is, when you're talking about these battle packs, I picked up some time ago. Someone talked about some troopers and wolf pack, something that made me interested, because one of the armies that I play in war games are called Space Wolves, and I love everything wolf related. And I asked Solo here the other day about this, and now I am trying to scour the Bricklink and Brick Owl and Brick Scout to try and find these these wolf pack figures, just to have a handful, just for fun.
They are expensive, and I tell you what, you might even be able to get custom ones, because there's some brilliant people out there who do custom stuff, and I don't know anything about that. It's like, so if anyone knows anything, if anyone in the chat, Bricklicker, you might know, my friend. But yeah, where's a good place to go to get custom mini?
You just reminded me on that Woodshop teacher. I said I was going to show you one. So there's a Wolfpack trooper. So this is phase 1. This one is. So it's not hasn't got that face, but that's one of the Wolfpack troopers that you really like, that you really want. So this is
like.
Yeah, this is my favorite. One of my favorite troopers. Keep your 501st battle pack. We need the 104th Legion. That's what we want.
Yeah.
That's what I want anyway. So
Woodshop teacher, you could probably. Sorry, Solo, to cut you off. But you could probably decal your own figures. So you can get these little decal sheets and you can put them on a figure and make the Wolfpack troopers, which you could have some fun with. Because there is decals in Warhammer, I think, isn't there?
Yeah.
You could it's like same concept, water decals. You should put them on Lego figure. So you might be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only got custom figures once, and they're not even full figures. I just got some named 501st characters from Clonomi Customs, and so I got a couple helmets to put on the 501st Trooper body, just so I can have some named characters in my army.
can't do that, Lex. You need the body as well. I'm
gonna be getting the official Lego body so that it's more cohesive throughout my army.
Yeah, you need to get hold of the Art Trooper ones. You need the Art Trooper bodies to kind of make that. Because I'm guessing was that Echo's head, was that?
Yeah, but I did have Echo, but the thing is, I just got their, even though, I don't know if it was Echo, but there's a couple characters here who haven't been seen with Phase 2 helmets, but I got them as Phase 2 helmets because I just want it to be, as I said, more cohesive with all my characters, so there's not like any real standouts except for the marking on the helmets.
Yeah, I think with these the bigger battle packs, I think we could definitely get an Art Trooper battle pack in that kind of scale, which I think would be pretty cool. But I think they need to start with the smaller ones. Like make me happy, make Woodshop Teacher happy. Give us the 104th Legion, and I will say no more than that.
Yeah.
Or 212th Legion.
Not that one.
Nah, we got those.
You were saying, Lex?
Go on, Woodshop Teacher. What was you saying?
I can see in the chat that M Productions says he's going to get some Brickmania custom figures.
Oh, they're good.
Oh, yeah, I feel the same because I saw Shy.
Mm-hmm.
I love his Brickmania videos.
Yeah,
and he's
really
got some SAS figures with maroon beret and etc. I would love to have some of those.
Yeah.
The printing on those is amazing. It's 360.
when you're talking,
but I got a really soft spot for the SAS.
yeah,
Been loving them since I was like 11, and I read about how Sterling founded the SAS in the desert.
I tell you what, folks, one of my favourite action men back in the day was an action man that was kitted out in SAS kit. He was brilliant. He was all in black. It's like the Darth Vader of the action man. You know?
Greg,
Yeah.
Greg, if you like that, then watch this.
Oh, man!
There you go,
of
boys.
my heart. The
That's the
Who
way
Dares
you
Win.
but
Yes.
That is for definitely an after stream chat. That one is. There we go. I once heard. Who was it that said it? Odin. Odin once said this, albeit Hollywood's version of Odin. Anyway, he said the hammer of Thor can be a tool for building things, or it can be a weapon for destroying stuff. It can be, and it's always stuck with me. That has, and yeah. So definitely, you are a man of many stories, my friend, and depth. So I'm looking forward to delving into those. But anyway, let's take a look and see what's going on in Chatland, folks. Because I tell you what, folks, if anyone's new out there, please do give us a thumbs up. Because I tell you what, we're just a couple short of 50 thumbs up for this stream.
Yeah.
And that, I'm not kidding, folks. It's very good. And I tell you what, I really do appreciate every single one of you beautiful people out there. I really do. And I tell you what, folks, tell us as well, what are you building at the moment? What's kind of coming out of your head and running through your veins to your fingertips? What are you building out there at the moment? Because I've got to say, folks, I built this a couple of weeks ago from a polybag, and this is me flexing some phase 1 clone stuff now. This is arguably better than the 501st AT RT set. That is, of course, folks, if it wasn't actually falling apart on me as I pick it up. But anyway, here we go. Look at this. I just think I stole that out just about right. But look at that. Look. Now, that actually has, I'm not kidding, folks, more articulation in it than the Monkey Kid mech, the Monkey Kid Warrior mech, which I love, by the way, folks. It's one of those sets. It looks really good. But if you held it in your hand and you sneezed, it would just literally fall apart. It really looks. And look at that, folks. Look, I've got a little bit of hair just sticking up there. So I'll have to gel that next time. Look, I look like a chicken. I think. Enough of that. Let's go back. That's what happens when you don't quite gel down your hair enough. That does. But there we go. I must improve my grooming technique. So I really must. Anyway, Larry Legend is back. Welcome back, Larry Legend. Good to have you here, my friend. A team straight in there with the chickens. I love your style of things. Well on the ball you are, loving that. And we've got Brick Clicker out there giving lots of love to CV Brick. CV Bricks, by the way, folks, has got a lovely channel. He really has. I won a competition very, very recently that he was holding. I seem to do quite well in competitions for Lego. So no, I've won one of your giveaways once. I did. I've got to build that actually. So very, very seldomly do I build anything Marvel. I don't seem to build anything Marvel. I build lots of DC stuff, but Marvel just never seems to happen. When I did this week, folks, you tell me what you guys and girls out there in the chat. Do you prefer DC or do you prefer Marvel? Because I had this Batman, this Joker, obviously comes from the Batman theme, and I put a vote out there, folks, and I said, which would you rather see, Spider-Man or the Joker? And it was pretty unanimous that people wanted to see the Joker, and I had 75 people vote on that as well. So that was quite impressive. That was. Oh, hold on. I've got a little bit of flexing going on. What's the time as well? It's 20 past 10. But anyway, look, Solo Brick Builder is doing some flexing here, folks. I'm seeing about 3 phases of Stormtrooper.
There you go. You got the original prequel, and well, yeah, they're both prequels actually. But actually, technically, that's actually Clone Wars one. There you go. Look at that face. Yeah. Check it out.
Oh, creepy.
Nightmare.
Yeah. But like I say, it doesn't matter. I never care about the faces underneath because that's all I ever see.
Yeah, I wish they had black heads underneath. Be much better.
There we go. We just add that in there for good measure because I don't think I actually own. I don't think I own any kind of like sequel stormtroopers. I don't know. I've got to look around. I must have one somewhere.
You have to have one.
Got to.
Yeah.
There's got to be one somewhere around it. It's probably up in the loft. God knows.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I really am. And Matt, you're not frozen. You are. You're just very stationary. There he is. I can see you moving now. Matt, do you mind showing us just for a couple of moments and indulging me? Because I'm not joking, folks. Last year, this was by a million miles my favourite set. And Solo, one day you really should consider buying this set. That is, of course,
I've got a surprise for you coming soon.
Oh. The 1989 Batmobile. Matt, show us a little bit about the 1989 Batmobile, because this is, folks, I'm not joking, this is one of the best Lego sets of all time. It really is as simple as that.
Just going back to your question before, how that's the wheel from the 4x4 next to the Batmobile wheel, just to give you a bit of, I don't know how well the black is showing up, but yeah, it's probably another, almost another inch bigger. So it's
that's 2.5 centimeters to all the young viewers out there.
Yeah, give or take. So and yeah, the Batmobile is much like what many other people have said. I don't think I've yet come across somebody who said, no, that was a terrible build or didn't enjoy it. So it's quite big, quite long. I think the mechanism that they have for the canopy, that it's just so beautiful in its simplicity, the way that it just sort of pops up and slides forward. There's nothing actually really all that complicated with it. And I mean, obviously you've got the little feature with the guns popping up.
I love that.
That's such an awesome build.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where there's so many interesting techniques, the way that they do it and things like that, and it's never one where you're just sitting there going, oh, this is so repetitive or what have you. Just did it with my son, so for quite a while, finished homework of a day and he's sort of like, oh, can we just build a bag or two? So it was cool like that. The one thing I don't like, which I mean millions of people have commented on it, is the front profile on the way that this curves up. And I mean, there's been that sort of thing where people sort of are saying, well, it's got so many different curves and this, that, and the other. But if you have a look at, there was a fan-built brick vault version of the 1989 Batmobile. It's not as big as this, but they did manage to get all these curves and everything in there quite well. So I'm not really sort of buying that they couldn't fix it or they couldn't get it right. But otherwise, it's just all around quite nice the way that it's been done.
Yeah, and that canopy was a special exclusive set, wasn't it? It was a piece that they exclusively made for this set.
Yeah, which is it's a great piece. Like, it just fits in so well. This plastic windscreen that goes in there. So it's certainly one of the more enjoyable builds.
Oh yeah, it's one of those builds, folks, that every bag is measurable. It's a bit like the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've got to say, it was brilliant. Now, talking of brilliant, I have to say, this stream is absolutely being brilliant for the number 30 of streams for London. Each and every one of you out there, especially in the chat and my wonderful panel here tonight, folks, each and every one of you has made it an absolutely special one. So I think we've hit the 2 hours 47, and I've got to say, folks, it has gone just like that. It really has. I can't even believe the time. I feel like we've only been going for an hour. I'm going to have to. I mean, I feel I'm quite exhausted. Don't get me wrong, but I've completely thoroughly enjoyed myself. I really have. But anyway, I think because we've got 8 of us here tonight, folks, we've got quite a few to get through. I think we should briefly run round the panel and just see what they're up to, what they've been up to, what's in the pipeline, and all that jazz. So I think, where should we go? I think we will, actually, let's start let's start down there. Let's go with you, the Daily Brick. What's coming up from the daily, the wonderful Daily Brick channel? My friend, coming up. Tell us a little bit about it.
So, I don't have any streams planned to come out, but I'll probably stream, I don't know, next Saturday. I'm not sure. I won't be in town from Sunday to Wednesday, so I definitely can't stream then. But I will be finishing the castle soon. Still putting out videos Monday through Friday. I have my Q&A, which should be coming out Monday, which I'm looking forward to. And aside from that, there's really not much else. Thanks for having me, Greg. It's always nice to talk to you guys.
Daily Brick, it's been absolutely wonderful you being here, my friend. Honestly, it's very nice. I am loving, honestly, folks. I remember when the Daily Brick came on several weeks ago, and you just started on that mammoth Harry Potter set, and honestly, it's I've got to say, it's quite a thing. I don't say this about many Lego sets, folks, but it is quite magnificent. It really is. It's a set to behold. Now, a man who is obviously a man to behold, the wonderful, the Woodshop Teacher. This has been your debut, Woodshop Teacher. I do hope you've enjoyed it, because I have 100% enjoyed having you on this stream, my friend. I really have. Tell us a little bit about what you've got coming up, whether it be Lego related or not. You're always building something. So give us some insight into what's coming up from the Woodshop Teacher, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being a part of your 30th live stream, I have to say. I've got Tuesday. I've got the second installment of Technic Tuesday coming up. It would be now. Last Tuesday was a live stream. This coming Tuesday would be a video of set number 854. I think it is.
And that is an old set from the 80s, yeah?
Nope, 70s.
70s. Oh my God! Believe it or not, folks, there was Lego in the 70s. Show us the manual for it, Woodshop Teacher. Let's get some hype. Oh,
dear God!
Word. Look at that! I tell you what, you can. That, folks, is like a prototype for the Bugatti. Look at it. That's like a 501st buggy. That one. Look at the coloration of it. It's exactly the 501st.
Yeah. And over the weekend, I hope to finish that commission I've got to make this wargaming terrain. That would be coming up on my Instagram. So that's what I got planned for the coming week.
And don't forget, folks, please do check out everyone. But 99.5% of us here tonight are pretty, we're pretty vibrant when it comes to doing stuff on Instagram. So please do check them out. Cy O'Connor and myself, especially on Twitter. You'll find even Matt Elder on Twitter as well. We're always giving it loads of large with the new stuff as well. But also as well Instagram, folks. I love Instagram. I love watching what you guys are all up to on Instagram as well, especially the likes of Cy, of course, and Brett's Builds. He does a load of good train stuff on there as well. Anyway, let's go up to the middle tier, shall we? Cy O'Connor. What's coming up? There's always something coming up from Cy O'Connor, but what's coming up from Cy O'Connor this week, my friend?
Well, tomorrow I am standing in for Rogue Runner on the Bricks and Bits and Bricks live stream on Brickitect Live.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
It's pretty cool. So if you're familiar with Brickitect, he has a live channel. So you've got your Brickitect channel and you've Brickitect Live. So 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's 6 p.m. UK Ireland time. So that's me tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm going to sleep all day. It'll be really good. So tomorrow it'll be Cut the Craggle, myself, and Greg.
So amazing. So this is the Brits and Bricks. So let me get this right. Is there actually going to be someone from Britain, like i.e. England, there?
Well, not England, Wales. Cut the Craggle is Welsh, so that's Britain.
Yes. Okay, so I'll go back to my original question. Will there be anyone from England
Only in spirit.
now, I'm just going to put it out there, but Greg, if you're watching, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Good stuff, right? That is quite the coup. I will say that, my friend. Well done. I'll definitely be tuning in for that one. Albeit, are you are going to be there alive and kicking? And what time does that kick off on Greg's channel?
Say again.
What time does that kick off again on Greg's channel?
1 p.m. Eastern time, so 6 p.m. UK Ireland.
Okay, fantastic. All right, folks, we'll do tune in for that one. That's going to be brilliant. That's a lovely platform, that one. Brixo Studios. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up from your channel in the next week or so, my friend.
Well, hopefully today I should have my review of the Firefest Battle Pack, but at the moment it's exporting and it's got another 2 hours, so that's probably not going to happen, which is annoying. Yeah,
It must be like 5 hours.
It's my internet, it's slow as, so yeah. Hopefully it's done for next Wednesday when I'll do my normal schedule. But on Sunday I would normally do my mock, but I haven't. I've stopped doing that for quite a bit now. Just have a little break from it. But soon, I think September 1st, which is the day you guys will be on your Razor Crest. Me and Rise the Brick will have the second episode of our collaboration, the Mox Monthly, coming out on my channel instead of his this month, which is going to be quite fun. I always enjoyed doing that. But other than that, I'll just be doing my regular videos Wednesday and Friday.
Oh, good stuff. We'll do tune in for that, folks. Solo Brick Builder. Is he there?
Oh, sorry, mate.
Come back, Solo. Come back.
I am here. I am here. The caffeine's wearing. And there's been a lot of it today, let me tell you. But yeah, what's coming from me? Right, I got my AAT review, which is coming up as soon as you press ends. My one's going live straight away after here. And then got a 3-in-1 comparison video coming up on Sunday. And then Tuesday, obviously, I've got another video coming up for the Razor Crest. And then obviously later on that evening, I'll be with Greg and Sarah Connor on for that one. And then on the Wednesday, we have the midweek Wednesday stream with some fantastic, beautiful people as we just kind of waffle on, celebrating halfway through the day, halfway through the week, not halfway through the day, it'll be the end of the day. So yeah, plenty of stuff to do.
Where will I be on Tuesday? Where
Is it? I don't know what day it is. Oh no! Ignore that one. Ignore the Tuesday one. Ignore the Tuesday one. Stein might be streaming. Ignore the Tuesday one. I'm ahead of myself.
So just to remind you, you're doing a 2x2 filming tomorrow as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's happening as well.
All right.
Mate, I'm all over the place. You can tell that I've been awake since 12 o'clock this morning, so it's starting to show.
All right. The cracks are showing. No, you're doing
it's not on the show.
No, I think that Tuesday, Darren, is the 1st of September.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
But anyway, good stuff. Well placed. Well reminded, actually. So September the 1st, folks, we Razor Crest stream will be happening on this channel. But anyway, let's go up. Let's go on. We're going to come up top here with us lot. The air's a bit thinner up here, I've got to say. Café Con Lego. What is the inevitability coming from your channel? Of course, it's all going to be classy stuff, but what have you got coming up for us?
Well, I'm just coming off of a short hiatus, and then I think we're actually going back to Florida next week. So taking a bit more of a break, but I should be live streaming either this evening or tomorrow afternoon. So I guess if anyone in the chat wants to watch that, then I suggest you subscribe to the channel with notifications, so then you know definitely when I'll be live streaming. And then I have a lot of fun video ideas coming up. Just trying to work out the logistics of those. So yeah, fun things coming in the future.
Oh, wow. Well, that sounds very cool. That does. Lots of good stuff coming up from Café Con Lego, folks, and please do check out her channel. It's fantastic. So, Matt, other than changing tyres, what's coming up from Family Bricks in the coming weeks?
Family Bricks tomorrow night with Lex is going to be co-hosting and going to be doing my usual You Say I Draw. So come along to the chat. The topic which Lex has chosen is cartoon characters. So it's 8 p.m. London, 3 p.m. New York, and silly o'clock in Australia. And then Friday will be my usual East meets West, which is 11 a.m. London, 8 p.m. Sydney, and 6 a.m. New York. In between times, I've just been doing some videos about the castles around London, as they're pretty much deserted at the moment. So if anybody's in and around London, check them out because it's great. And if not, the videos which I'm doing, I basically do time-lapse tours of pretty much the whole castle in about 5 or 10 minutes. So you can check it out and get a bit of a feel.
Cool. That's very good. I'm liking that. So please do tune in to Matt's live stream tomorrow, folks. Honestly, that's some good stuff, believe me. So coming up from London Bridge Bricks, well, tomorrow actually I'm going to be we're going to be filming our next 2x2, which is a collaboration between myself, Photo Brick Builder, Brick Hive, and Coconut Studios. That's going to be premiering next Saturday, of course. But of course, coming up for us for some normal videos next week, there will be a magazine review, and of course there'll be a popping polybags as well, which will actually include the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I didn't even know was a thing until I actually bought it. But anyway, other stuff, of course, and then there'll be London Calling next week. So thank you, as always, folks, for tuning in. I always appreciate it. Please do check out the panel. And I just want to say thank you to every single one of you lovely people for being out there in the chat tonight. You've absolutely been buzzing out there, every single one of you. Of course, all consisting of bricking outside the box, of course. Studio Brickton, Brixie, just build it. He's pretty cool. He's been very active out there tonight. He's popping in and out. I've got Tees for Life as well. Take Home Studios, G Bricks, Gallifrey Bricks, our own Shadwell as well. We've got Snack 2 Good Brick as well. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I managed to get away from hiding all those sets from my wife. So I do appreciate you popping in. I really do appreciate that. We've got M Productions out there as well. The lovely Lorraine Fox. We've got M Productions and, of course, Simon Moss. And, of course, J Studios. He was here earlier on as well. So, as always, folks, please do keep calm. Please do keep building. And Lego is a wonderful thing. And every single one of you are too. As always, thank you for tuning in. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. And we will all see every single one of you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.